The rotations to P4 in the shootout you have on P1. Every single skill on this map will be tested.
Here we go. The beginning of the Major 4 Grand Finals. With a long series ahead of us. And like so many this season alone, this one could go the distance. On board with Old Honest Abe. But it is the nuke, and it is actually everyone there from Optic finding the kills across the board. The Thieves denied entry to P1 so far. Finally, Hydra breaks the seal.
Perfect opening break. Got mid-cut, got the left side spawns, got the time, and you are playing keep away. Game keeping the play active. He's at least got his boys back into the hill, but that is just the kill zone. Anytime they try to cross that 50-yard line, they immediately fall. Hydra now, well, he's going to have to go for the pinch because nothing else has worked. He's waiting for the timing and maybe just playing purely for the rotation. Optic Texas have just stuffed them on P1.
Yeah, that's a very productive P1, and still a little bit left to get. P2 looking solid as well. Shotzzy now taking space. Identifying his next victim, and Abe. Oh, you can't let that one happen. That is a rough start so far for the Thieves. Oh boy, Shotzzy finds another. Okay, 6 in a row for Hook. Can he find? Lucky, no, number Beezy. But the trades yet again for here for Optic, they are absolutely watertight. A single second is all the Thieves have got.
Nearly perfect, and you have every single player on LAT.
Okay.
Struggling in the kills column.
Okay. What is this? Shotzzy, he's even got a rise out of the Parisians now. That is an incredibly impressive display. 7 kills in a row. Number 8. He'll be denied the 9th, but my word, Optic. We've flown through the lower bracket and it's looking hot.
And they're happy to chalk it up and go towards new. Trade away the final 20 seconds and get that momentum back in your favor. We're going towards P3, and Neum just achieved his first kill of the map. Many more potentially to come, and on the rotation, LAT in between a pair of them. Mercules knocks them both down. Optic have secured the rotation with a 44-point lead.
No one there just yet, but they've got the numbers to make their way over. Now it's going to be a fast hit here from the Thieves. Can they get in there before Optic can solidify the setup? Merc a little slow to the draw. Beezy cuts his way through. Middle map safe. Big Bruce. I mean, he is ripping Pepperidge Farm all over the place as everyone gets a little bit of the season. Shotzzy, a nice nade as well. I mean, everyone's pulling their weight, but that's going to be the break from the Thieves' chance. And with ample time left here, we'll see how Optic's breaks look here in map 1.
Williams in a moment to breathe. Gonna have to be through Dojo, but Scrap there to at least get the damage out. Him and Hydra, that now long-time duo, able to shred you. For final 20 seconds, Optic, interesting choice. 3 players now working on the break, but you gotta be very careful about the flip. The first player to fall is risking spawning out, and LA Thieves knock them all off the board. That's the flip. That was a risk taken, and Optic will be punished.
Yeah, straight away identifying this one. Look at Neum straight onto those players from spawn. A little bit of damage here. You're walking away with a couple of kills for a Beezy. His 3rd now in a row alongside Hydra. The sprees now for the LA Thieves. 3, hard point open. Incredibly challenging to break this one. And Abe over by the rooftops now. Nimble jumps. Lovely attempt onto the 2nd player. Now to the players from lobby. And Optic have bulldozed their way through onto time.
And they got the trophies. Well, nice timing. Shotzzy about to chuck an extra one, so the coordination there. He got server room covered. The bait and switch, good enough to at least get that first blood, but now everybody else on Optic just needs to slow him down. Shotzzy, head on a swivel, good for 2. Him and Hook deliver. Optic break their way through the front, and this is why they can afford to take risks, because they have guys like Shotzzy, 16 and 6 to start this game off.
It doesn't always have to have sprees or stats like this to see Optic find success, and this is absolutely delightful stuff. Well, a wicked start here for Optic. Our first set of hard points complete. Let's go for a listen in.
He went towards Dojo.
One guy, one Dojo.
I pushed up bottom red. Bottom red, dead.
Nice.
I'm chilling con.
I'm pitching
Con,
Dojo.
2 con. Another one con. One more con.
I
got time.
Let this one.
Last guy, Hydra.
There's 20 square, guys.
Okay.
Wait, yo, I have
Square. You have
con.
right
I'm
pinch?
con.
You have right pinch?
There's 20
No,
square.
he could go bottom. He could go bottom.
Okay.
I'm
I'm trying to hold it. I'm trying to hold my
Go
bottom.
bottom.
I'm trying to hold my bottom, bro.
Watch out lobby. One more lobby.
Yo, BZ's con. BZ's con. BZ's con.
Con.
2 on time right now.
Con a BZ weak. Nice, good up. BZ still con somewhere.
There's another one now. There's con.
Just putting time. Stay down. I have your left. Con, challenge.
Another one,
Left heady.
Nice kill. I'm going for the weak.
push that con, push that con, push that con.
Only some running out.
Okay, I have left, I have all left. They have to cello, they have to cello.
Say up it out, Can
What to do? What to
One
do?
is con. Three lobby. Another one lobby and con, last guy con. Last guy still con. Nice. Okay, watch the right cross off hold,
No, I already have it.
Okay.
Yo, someone.
Two guys right, guys. We're gonna
All four mid.
Okay, lobby.
Wait, when is one broken
They're
around?
gonna work the back on you.
I got right one broken, Brandon. You did not go right.
Someone's lobby.
Lobby,
Watch out.
Lobby, another one lobby, close lobby. Only one, I see him easy. Next one.
I promise. He's close.
Yeah, I'm blocking.
Nice, go in.
Nice, I'm blocking.
One shot on me. There's two.
Block us on.
Come on.
I'm blocking.
I'm bumping. Look your lobby on time.
I'm still blocking. I'm hard one. Yo, listen, boys.
Listen, boys, this is an ass whooping. What a scoreline. What a listen in. Ridiculous series of plays. We heard rips, we heard deads, we heard it all.
This gameplay is vicious. The reverse Juju cheese for the map number 1 paying off for Optic, and I'm loving the comms from Dashy. Ripping and roaring, he is barking, and I don't even know if he has begun to peak. This might be the entrance to his prime.
Well, here we go, ladies and germs, P3. We're going to be banging this one out. The Hellstorm, 22-10 for Anthony Cuevas Castro, and this one's going to sting. You've got everyone from the Thieves now forced to the inside. Here comes Optic on the play forward, but it's a BC with 2. Scrap eliminated there by that Lockers. And Neum heads up play now towards the middle of the map. A nice win. No rips yet from our green team, but the red boys, they are holding it down.
The only hill LAT have had success on has been P3, both goes around. It's only good enough to get them up to 75 points at this point in time. And Optic apparently can afford to play risky and flood through and try to get them away from this time. If they could just stranglehold you on the P4, well, the exact same mistake happens. It's deja vu all over again. It just simply might not matter.
Oh! Sacre bleu. Hydra, what a world star. Hercules finally takes care of that. The trade's immediate, so effective. Neum has a Hellstorm as well. While we join the Leaves, we're not going to Konoha. We are dead, boys and girls. Over the map we go. Hydra, up close and personal now. Looking for the entry over towards the tree hardpoint. And yet again, Optic find themselves in their first. Couple of kills now. Abe, close right. He was there the whole time. And he still is! Dashy! What a kill!
You know he's chirping in the comms. He is playing with energy, 20 and 13, nearly 2 minutes collected. Dashy has spent 2 hours of his life inside the hill this year. The Hellstorm's gonna force him away, but only for a brief moment. Kills getting exchanged. The Hellstorm connects with nothing, and Optic right back into time.
Right to time. Dashy. So with Scrap down the outside. No fight there. Mercules cuts him down. Now to lobby. Nice mace indeed for Spree. One more here. Line up for the fight, and Mercules. Immaculate execution. Another. A 7 out of nowhere to 8. Here comes 9. Give him the 10. Unbelievable. Optic, Texas. Belt in map 1. Welcome to the grand finals. Not a bad start for Optic. Calm as you like from Hook, but what a disgusting display. I'm not allowed to look at the stats yet, and I wonder why.
No cheating. Who do you think you had most damage on that map?
Most damage.
Keep in mind, Shotzzy started off 20-6. Who do you think had the most damage?
I'm going to give it to Dashy.
Not even close.
Oh, good Lord.
Hercules came out and dominated in this map number 1. 3,500 damage. The Titan in the lobby, 27 and 17. And obviously a well-rounded game. Everybody there to provide. Beat that ass on map number 1. Electricity to kick off this final.
Wow, that was something, man. We had the listen in. We saw Merc's 9 spree. That was absolutely rabid. Optic, Texas. What a start here for our grand finals. Highlights, ladies and gentlemen, LA Thieves. There's a little bit more to do here. I mean, this is a very, very capable hardpoint team. They're on Den, though. Yeah, not about it. This opening spree from Shotzzy is so impressive as well. God, that really was it. Well, Our first chapter in the books. First of 4 of best of 7 grand finals, and that's 1 down. A few more to go to Search and Destroy in a moment. Chance, any major takeaways from map number 1?
The energy that Optic just brought in the listening, to hear Mercules pop a 3-piece and scream like he screamed
It was
a little
different.
bit different.
It was different, yeah.
Higher energy, slightly more baritone in the voice, a little bit more bass, whatever we're calling it. But everyone was followed. Bruce was doing the exact same thing. They're ready for the slaughter. Hook is tried in traditional, but 90% of their listenings this year have been dominated by Hook. Now everybody getting involved in your LAT. A little bit stun locks, a little bit of a painful moment. You might not have the opportunity to get the momentum back. Mercules is dishing out Hoop mixtapes on the best players in the world on this stage. That is ridiculous stuff.
Yeah, I might have dropped Trow if he'd finished that 10th kill. Oh, look at the size of that thing. Not what she said. That game flow. Brutal display. Nearly 4 hard points in a row where the LA Thieves couldn't conjure up anything. Barely getting themselves alive there. Might need to check the pulse going into the Search and Destroy. A spectacular showing from Optic Texas. They have been denied a win chance all season long. Second place, second place, second place. 1 down, a couple more to go.
If you're new to the format of the Grand Finals, that map win for Optic Texas was LAT's map pick. They wanted the den in the map number 1. Asking he shall receive. Sake for map number 2. Optic want to have it. And I might be unsure. Maybe I missed a match here on Bravo. I think this is the first Sake S&D we have seen in this tournament. So Optic are choosing to bring it out in this moment for map number 2. If I'm seeing players swing on some chandeliers, if I'm watching Shotzzy find ways out of a map that has existed for 15 years, I'm kind of curious. There might be something special cooked up for map number 2.
Yeah, what's at the bottom of the barrel in Sake? Search and Destroy so far here at Major 4. Perfect for the LA Thieves. They've yet to lose a map in the mode. We'll find out if that's going to be the case further. They have the crowd on their side. Hydra is, of course, bringing that certain French flair. He's got that va-va-voom, Bobby, and he has brought it so far. Plenty of time still to turn it on.
Oh, they had their crowd on their side, Miles? I must have missed it. Didn't hear him a single time on that map 1.
Dalpush somewhere running around. I can't hear you. Content from both squads. I mean, everyone has been having such a good time here. What a party here in Paris. I certainly hope we come back. This has been something. But into the next map we are soon to go. The Reaper in Search and Destroy, Beezy, who lauded his skills and the ability to find the first kill of the round for so long. Nowadays, he just kills everyone, but some habits die hard. As Optic Texas simply slaughtering the LA Thieves in that opening map. Here we go to map 2. Tasake, the newest map here in Black Ops 7. Let's get it.
A handful of the best Search and Destroy players of all time in this lobby. Getting ready to go, and one of the reasons we haven't seen this map throughout this tournament, it is a very delicate map to play. It is tricky. You can have sniper impact. You can be extremely creative. This is a true test of how prepared Thieves are. Smokes out right towards the bomb. 0 time wasted. Hydra an instant bomb plant.
And Scraps just fed a ton of information across from the other side of the map. Coming in from that top open courtyard. Now making entry towards the distillery. Shotzzy, quick hop. Again, a fleet-footed ninja. He now makes his way into the kill feed. The first man on Optic to score a kill. Smoke now in the attempted retake. All down to he. LA Thieves, lightning strike in round 1.
That is a quick bunch. No time wasted. You're not worried about the stuns. You're not worried about the nades. You move to that bomb instantly. You need momentum after that first map, and they deliver. A confident strat to break out. And Abizi, good for the damage. Him and Scrap cleaned house in that round.
The way you play that round again, the Thieves, you hit that smoke, you get that bomb down ASAP, you force Optic into the site so quickly. Scrap's already there to deal that damage and pass the information across. They just had the whole map covered from the first round. Swapping sides now, Optic Texas on the attack themselves. Not going to be repeating the play of the Thieves, and 2-2 split here, so relatively even for the Thieves just to deal some damage and slow this whole thing right down to a halt.
That is a tough nade to deal with. Now Optic have to go and figure out how they want to reposition. Dashy going to be watching the fullest of pinches, but nobody's home. These Thieves players starting to creep up the map and get the distance, and Scrap from down range strikes for the first blood.
It's a tough one, you lose who? The real playmaker here in Search and Destroy. Merc, oh dear, catches Scrap, sneaking. Challenge. Mercury should be good for this. Repositions very quickly. And from the defense to the offense immediately for Young Merc.
Hydra is up top in the window. Opportunity to go for the pinch, but if Hydra makes some noise, it should be a quick repinch. In the meantime, Shotzzy with a pick, traded out by Abizi, and Hydra gets caught. Dashy with the read, leaving Abizi in a 1v2.
It's Abizi on the clutch. When we turn off the X-rays, you cannot see where those players are. You are going to see how hard it is, folks, to try to hit a challenge here. It feels as though they can truly see you through the walls. Optic, 1-1.
Beautiful bounce back. Scrap gets the first blood relatively early in the round. He gets it for free. Optic have to work for it, attain the space, and Big Bruce, that catch on Hydra, the true difference maker in the round. Dashy has been leveling up his game over the years. He's in it for the trophies.
Endless perfection of the craft. Bruce truly is a student, a lifelong learner. Finds himself on a 2 spree going into this round. Round number 3, and it looks like another lightning strike in towards the middle of the map for the Thieves, but they have been read. The trades costly for both teams. Oh, starting to sting. Thieves, upper man.
There are 3 players trying to hunt down Shotzzy, and maybe 2 interested in that red dot, because now they got to go for Dashy. The teamwork there for Optic Texas. All of a sudden, 2v1. Neem with the catch. And Neem with the gunny. He's got the drop. Doesn't have the high ground. Big Bruce clutches again.
The young rookie versus the vet, the oldest player in the league. Check this. Okay, what weapon you had. Bruce's pistol, that Jaeger 45 in his hands, meaner than most.
And for Optic, the reverse juju of coming through losers bracket. You also have a crowd not on their side. No ringing out of the Bruce in the crowd. He's not getting the energy from him. He is feeding it to his team. He is barking in these comms.
They have to generate that themselves. First time in a long time. Optic, what an adaptation. Opening salvo, his stun does connect. Nice force spree here for Big Bruce. Thieves are on the prowl. They have taken tons of space here in the distillery. Oh yeah, and Hydra, they'll take more than that. Hook finds himself at the receiving end of a first blood yet again. The trades have begun from behind the bar. Scrap, it's more than shots. It's Abizi on the trade, and now Dashy. Wait a minute, they're lining up. Thank goodness they split their cells. They take care of that danger. 2-2.
Abizi and Hydra running it down. Took that top side lane. One goes low, one goes high into the window. The trades are quick, but you trade out Hydra. Abizi's there for the follow-up and just pure aggression on the defensive end. Aggression, maybe the name of the game here on Sake. All this action towards B.
A-bomb site is almost just a tease. If you could route those players there, that nice open courtyard, that final hard point, that's where the Optic Texas boys are going this time around, all 3 of them. Dashy's going to be the sole man on the inside. I think it's that window play. Very, very slow moves here, Scrap. Oh, yeah, gets away with his life. Beautiful reaction.
Just spots out half the team. Got the trap down low, and look at the trap being set. Abizi, extra first bloods. Dashy unaware, and Merc in a 1v4. Don't count him out.
Desperately trying to scuttle away, give himself a fighting chance. Advantage now goes to the Thieves, and they're submachine gun players, my goodness. Scrap's opening intel gives Abizi a wicked 2.
Non-stop playmakers. Scrap spots out the play, and they snap into position. Was curious as to how well prepared they would be for this map. It was Optic selection. Clearly, Thieves have done their homework. They are bringing their Sunday best.
I do think you are correct. We have not seen this in the tournament so far. First time. And it's a strong showing from both of our squads. Thieves, that's just a slight advantage. And this is the change. This is a big mix-up. Pop that window at your peril.
Well, here's the mix-up from Hydra. Now he's taking the bottom lane. All of Optic are worried about the top side pinch, but now he's going to get
good
information on everybody. Free first blood, and now it's a distraction. You got Neum coming in for support.
Hydra through the smoke. Has he escaped? The chase was on. Neum gets caught, but now it's a tale of two snakes trying to devour one another. Hook finds himself in a 1v3. There's a minute to play. If he can get lost here, if he can isolate these fights, and technically he can, there is a chance. There is a hope. They are poles apart, and there is still tons of time.
LAT happy to give up the bomb plant. They have now grouped back up together.
And that's exactly what he wanted. Now the trap, look at that. Man in either corner. All that momentum from Hook.
And they have conditioned their opponent. For LA Thieves on the defensive end, you had aBeZy and Hydra abusing that topside lane. Both the rounds having success. They have ramped up their level of aggression. Dashy makes that adjustment to watch that window. That has been the key focal problem for them. And instead, what does Hydra do? He goes low. Has Neum there for the backup. aBeZy makes plays on the opposite side of it. LAT are training Optic on this map.
4-2 here in our second map of the Grand Finals. Hydra, this is the first round strategy again. No fast plant though yet, you've mixed it up immediately. You've primed Optic to expect that. Scrap. Wrong place, wrong time, wrong weapon, you name it. Advantage Optic.
Crowd sprinting. And a 2v3, Neum gonna get this bomb down.
Oh, not for long. Barely. They stopped the plant. And aBeZy now trying to make a case for this 1v nothing, mate. 4-3. Optic with a good bounce back. Don't fall prey to the Thieves' tricks.
Just a diabolical section of the map. In the elevator, on top, down low. So many corners you can play on top of the bridge. Once you gain that space, especially on the defensive end, you have so many options to work with.
Still yet to really see any love towards that A-bomb site. The B-bomb in that nice bar area, very open. Options to get in and out of it quite quickly. Makes fans are brilliant. Yeah, it might be time. Is it A-bomb time? It might be. Shotzzy still trying to show force. More than enough force now. Watching out for aBeZy. He's managed to find his way through. aBeZy has managed to slip the net. Oh, goodness. It is absolutely fallen to pieces. Adachi, trickery. With a strong left stick, he has managed to escape and recover the bomb. Here's the challenge, and simply nowhere to go. Thieves, map point.
Unbelievable. Hydra and aBeZy, it has been their playground on this map. That is 19-9 combined for those two SMG players. 3 first bloods apiece. Talk about two players that are loving the NPC meta and how gritty and grimy you can get. I mean, defensively, they are just achieving that space against Optic, unable to slow them down.
Quite possibly the final round of Sake. Optic have been caught unaware for a few now. We've heard Ant talk about this on the desk. It's the time to run. It's the time to stop. It's the time to keep your gun up, mate. Oh, wow. Clearing the bottom side of the map. A massive advantage now for the Optic boys. From down on, oh boy, from down to upstairs, Scrap somehow holds his iron and lives.
Scrap and Neum, 2 AR players in a very tough spot.
Yeah, it's tough now. Neum, the young rookie, a 3v1. There's no hope of him recovering that bomb. Optic is swarming all over it.
Oh, they spotted him. They are hunting.
Yeah, they come.
And
Together,
everybody's
though.
together. Dashy thought for a second doing the traditional play and said, no, no, no. We are sticking together as a team.
Absolutely together. Giving them no hope whatsoever. That was a shock for Neum. The pressure here on. A worthy attempt. And Mercules finds that final kill. And 5-4 now. Optic very much in the red zone.
Shotzzy and Hook saying anything you can do, we can do better. The SMGs running the show on the defensive end, going down low. That dynamic duo pairing up. Nice little bait and switch, and each player winning their individual gunfight. Optic still alive.
Of the blessings of an early stage of a map like this, be able to catch teams unaware. Not everyone has a perfect setup. Not everyone has complete awareness. Those tendencies that we have from maps like Den, maps like Exposure from early on in the season aren't there yet. The penultimate event of the season, you have got to learn fast, boys. Here we go. Another round. Dashy from the high stairs. Complete coverage of the left lane.
First time they've spotted aBeZy early in the round and made sure he couldn't get in their gills. Still setting the trap because you don't have mid on Sake. It's tough to cover everything.
Oh, that's big. Shotzzy, great timing. But now, do you press the advantage down towards the A bomb site? You have, and it has been costly indeed. Scrap, a moment of skill here. Shotzzy, quick recovery. Oh, and Hydra pushes close. Thieves, the advantage. They've got the numbers. Shotzzy now scrambling to survive. They have entirely surrounded him. That is that. LA Thieves. A strong bounce back there in the search and destroy.
Simply suffocating. How sweet it was to see conditioning them from the defensive end. aBeZy and Hydra absolutely running the show, making the right calls, switching the pace when they need to, switching lanes when they need to, firmly in the driver's seat.
Strong feeling. We are going deep into the night here in Paris. Hydra and aBeZy, 10 either side. Wicked work again. The submachine guns, the MPC. What a change it has made to the league. What a change it has made to that team.
And not only did LAT outslay them on this map, that is 14 assists combined compared to the 8 there from Optic. The teamwork was better, the aggression was better, and the strats more on point. LAT, that Sake came through for Optic's map pick, and they absolutely take them down.
Every single drop of it. Well, now time for something completely different. A double dose, in fact, of Scar for Overload and for Hardpoint as we get to our third map of this grand finals. And this one should be a lot of fun. If you've been watching the COD League this season, you know Overload, quite the mode. Before we get to that, though, it's to the desk.
In between that, though, we got to break down what we just witnessed, because 100-point club was not on my bingo card. Can I start with you, Anthony Wheeler? What happened in that first map?
Well, I mean, Scrap got shut down. How often are we going to see that happen? I mean, and then, you know, I talked about it before the segment where it was like, Mercules figured out how good the MPC was in that last series, in that Overload, right? Started to get warmed up. But I'm going to switch gears, and I just want to talk about this Surge quickly here. So the objective for Thieves defensively, and we saw this in the first Sake that they played during the stage, was they push up the A Street. They like to play super aggressive. And what that does is it makes it so if you're Optic on offense, we don't want to go A. We're going to naturally move over towards B. Every time that natural rotation comes in, aBeZy strikes and takes bottom barrels from you. So when he starts to shoot, even just once his presence is known, it splits Optic up. Now you saw in the final round, Optic finally recognized it, and they kill aBeZy. But from there, they didn't know what to do. They just needed to recognize that play, and Thieves' objective a little bit earlier, and maybe they had a chance.
Going double digits in our first Search and Destroy. We expect many. Will we get to a Game 7? Only time will tell, but we're split 1-1 for the Thieves. Who's impressing in the Search game?
Hydra and aBeZy. Of course, I have to say both of them because they go combined for 20 and 12, and it's simply the middle map dominance out of the both of those SMGs, just the pressure that they were able to put on the map, especially when it came to those retakes. And then even going back to that map number 1, like I almost want to touch on that for a second of like, we all know what that was. It was them riding the momentum, right? Like they were hot off the series from side of Optic Texas. The guys were hot. I think the Scar Overload is really going to be where our series truly starts. But that doesn't make me feel any better if you're not like Thieves fan, because Scar seems to be incredible for Optic Texas this weekend.
Maven, what do you take away so far from the first 2 games?
I mean, Optic came out hot. I think it was after the P3 at the end of it when LA got 4 down. I said to the green room, I was like, all right, the game starts now. I was wrong, because right after that, they get blown wide open, pure belt, as Miles said. This is why the Thieves team is dangerous, though. You can get smoked in the map 1, and you have the Search and Destroy game to fall back on. I think the most important players on any team in the history of COD, your SMG duos, and how in sync they are. I think it's one thing like they struggle with. Sep and 04 seemed a little bit off. Hydra and Abizi are feeding off each other, and it's going to be very tough to beat.
And was there anything on Den that Optic did well that you can replicate on other maps for Hardpoint moving forward in this best of 7?
Yeah, not even just Hardpoint and Overload. And I'm going to go back to it. It's Mercules with the NPC in hand, just far more
just more
involved.
SMG.
Exactly, and it provides a little bit more pressure, particularly when you have control. You can play more aggressive and layer better. You're seeing it on the P1s when they're pushed up, on the P2s that they struggled so much with in the last time they played this map up against the Thieves. It was completely different this time around, and this is the play that's going to be ingrained in everybody's memory of like, okay, this guy is truly a jack of all trades. He can do anything.
On the other side, I don't think Scrap's going to drop 1,600 damage in another respawn.
Yeah.
So, listen, he came out black.
against
He
the
did.
NPCs.
Came out with a dub. I don't know if that's happening again.
Yeah, almost the 10. Almost the 10 straight for young Mercules. As we revisit some of the best highlights, all of our stars are stepping up. Reminder, all-star voting is open, and these players will be in that starting lineup. I have a feeling. Map 3, moments away. Let's talk about the rock stars in this showdown. On the left, you've got Abizi, one half of the Tiny Terrors after splitting from Simp. He has gone to more grand finals. They have equal trophies. Will he be able to break that tie? On the other side, you got Shotzzy, who's been more fun to watch so far this weekend, Allie.
I want to, that's
Yeah,
really
tough
hard.
question.
I think I want to go Abe because S&D has just been so electric, but I can't do Shotzzy this justice and what he's been doing in the respawn, and that's where the mismatch is, right? Abe's going to be your S&D mastermind, and Shotzzy's going to be annoying as hell in those maps 1, 3, and 4, and I think that's what we're going to be staring at as we head into this Overload, is if Abe can translate that S&D prowess, that S&D pressure to a respawn. I think that might end up being the difference for a team like LA Thieves in a grand final like this.
We have the wild man Miles Ross alongside the rock climber Chance. Gentlemen, take it away.
You ever climbed rocks?
A few.
Nice.
A few.
Nice, nice. Not much climbing to do right now. We're even Stevens 1-1 going into the Scar Overload. There's some mountains in the Scar. It's in Alaska, I believe.
Yeah, exactly.
Trying to lock back in, can't do it. Chat can't do it. They can't hear us in the venue, but you, chat. It's us, and it's you. Lock in. Let's do this. Into the Scar Overload we now go. Bye, guys.
Hey, guys.
See you later,
Good
guys.
to see you
Have a great-
guys. Absolutely. Enjoy. Hope you
Bye,
don't
guys.
mind that camera shot.
Bye,
You guys
guys.
look beautiful.
Get out of here. We're trying to lock in. We're desperately trying. God, it's getting hot and late here in Paris. It's been fantastic. Anyway, what was I saying, chap? That's right, Scar Overload. Chance, honestly, Overload's this tournament, the best we have ever seen.
Everyone, I think, well, okay. The top 4 teams have figured out how to play Overload and now understand how to maximize this map. Especially the team you're going to see spawning in on the right side on blue. Off the break, able to set up these rally captures. If they get the first score, now we're going towards the gate goal. Setting yourself up on plain side, forcing the spawn out over towards P2, over towards top red. The execution has been flawless. On the defensive end, you have to be able to stop these plays. If we have learned anything, if you make a single mistake in this type of situation, you will get punished and you will cost your team.
Can't be costing in the grand finals. You get a couple of those a tournament. You do not get that now. It's actually 4 big ones. Merc leading the lobby at 8. Abe and Neon for the LA Thieves at 5 goals. 5 overloads so far here at the major. We'll stay on Scar for the hard point after this one, and then, good lord. That Den Search and Destroy should be fun. Here we go, first half of Overload. We played 2 halves of 5 minutes. First blood to Abizi. An absolute classic nade down the middle of the map.
As a sacrificial lamb. Very dangerous run towards that car, and this is a
That's a
wonderful
problem.
opening break for LAT. That is 3 in the feed. This might be an immediate strike. Hook picks up a nice kill, maybe buys his team enough time. Hydra, it is the fleet foot invasive footwork, but the stuns are too good. Optic Texas, the goal line stand.
What a stun! Over the top, and now Hook. Immediate turn. First man down, the second on its way. EMP on the run! And it's good. Shotzzy, what a play. And we're still going with Mercury in spawn.
It could be the rally cap. I mean, you still got guys top green. Mercury spawning. Oh, he doesn't actually block. Now they're going to be behind him, and he gets caught unaware. So now we're going back. This is neutral territory. Looking for kills, vying for control of this device.
Nothing neutral about it. Mercury's battling his way in. The little dance by top green is going to be an issue now. Hook with a quick pick up the EMP in possession now. Oh, but no way. Unfortunate timing on Hydra. Mercury's on the rat back. Can he get over the wall? No. No good on the capture. Still out there in the middle of no man's land. Big Bruce damage, no kill. Shotzzy down. Thieves with an opening.
Yeah, how close Optic was to get that chain, but now it's LAT's turn. They are swarming. You know the stuns and nades from Optic are going to be on point. Neum already introduced to them. Now the pinch is coming, and simply nothing you can do. Hook another high impact kill, and now he gets to lead the charge.
Right back at it, Optic from one end of the map to the other. But BZ managing to find one. Can he stop the run? Yet again. Shotzzy for 2.
Missing scores in the grand final. Hate to see it. 2-0 up for Optic. And now you just got players all over the map. You got LAT in the spawn, on the zone, trying to get near Shotzzy. Optic have been so efficient at stopping the carrier. The one time they miss, and it's Dashy versus the world.
Can't get the second. There's plenty of Thieves here. It's going to be 2-1. We're setting up for the middle of the map yet again. First 2 minutes of the map, absolutely blinding. Shotzzy can't find any more on this side. Hook, tactical retreat. Don't give up the possession of the middle of the map. You've still got Hydra in your spawn on a 5. Now a 6 to the 7th. What a snap. But again, no EMP possessions. The kills are all good. Shotzzy can save this for Optic.
They just got to kill the device guy. Dude, Hook and Shotzzy have been menaces. Every single necessary gunfight to win in that section, they deliver. Their teammates now battle their way out of spawn. Got to pay attention to the mini-map, but Optic making moves.
Another run here. Hook's going to be our carrier. Shotzzy leading the charge. Up close and good for the 3rd. Kyler Garland runs it home.
Shotzzy, worth noting, been the trophy guy on point throughout this major. And I think that is a wonderful decision that Optic has made. Let him deal with the smart stuff and let everybody else deal with the slang. Dashy clears base and keep it stable. It'll be a slow approach here for LAT. Him waiting for all his teammates.
Yeah, his teammates, though, they're making way through the middle of the map. Options are here. Here's the challenge. BZ losing that gunfight now, gives it to Hydra. Banging open the left lane. Still making a play for this, and Neum just caught out exposed. He will be dropped, and with that, Optic should pick this up. An opportunity to find some kills. They want to get this out of the play as best they can. Hydra now takes the space.
Optic, this is a delicate moment. You got Neum going to be working the pinch. No rush here with it. A Vice, a BZ, waiting for his teammates. But with an NPC at that range, nothing you can do. This is a round of S&D in a sense. Shotzzy gets first blood.
Not yet, not yet. We've still got to find the kills. We're still right on the doorstep, crossing in. Scrap finding himself 2. Can't get it. Shotzzy, what a stop. We're running out of members of Optic here, though. Still, you have to wrap back and get the kills. Hydra still trying to maintain position, and I don't think it's going to happen. Thieves spawning up top. Optic, what a hold that was.
And honestly, a good decision from Shotzzy earlier to go for the chow through boat. It might be staggered, which in many situations, not ideal. Makes it back just in time, restocks his nade, and there to slow them down. Optic have dealt with all this pressure on the defensive end, and still 40 seconds to play. Kills exchanged in the feed. And LAT, well, they're going to have device control, but they have just struggled. They cannot get through the middle of the map. It has been so tough.
Here comes the nuke. Neum keeping that side of the map safe. 25 seconds to play. You have to hold the device to get the extra time. Otherwise, we go to the second half. Optic looking to get their 4th. Or will they just deny this area? Nades in now from the Thieves. Big damage. And Scrap and Neum find their kills. 10 seconds. You've got to grab it. Mercules. Denial, the second man, Mercules. Can he stop it all? Dashy there to save. An Optic suffocating in the first half.
I mean, 3-1 up for Optic Texas, and make no mistake about it, you could flip the score on its head if it's not for Hook and Shotzzy. They're the setup men. Anytime Optic had pressure, you see that kill from Hook, slows it down just enough. And he gets the stun. I didn't realize Hook did literally everything for his team in that moment. So MVP just off the back of that play. Shotzzy a little bit later on was the exact same thing. His teammates are dealing with the spawners. You got guys like Hydra and BZ crawling in your spawn. A nightmare situation. You protect the device, you buy your teammates the time. You and Shotzzy and Hook, the setup men, Dashy defensively, there to knock you down. Shotzzy for 19, Dashy for 16, and Mercules nearly double-digit assists just in the first half.
Second half is on. Thieves, their opening breaks have been very clean. Seen that all tournament long. And this round looking not that much different. A clean 3, B goal looking good. That's the low left-hand side of the map. Here comes the run. Neum, the man of the moment. Can he get it in? There we go, 3-2. Opening shot, fantastic. He finds his second.
Blink and miss it. What a holy punch that is going to be.
Oh, hello.
All the time in the world where that takes so much pressure off and now puts it on Optic. Neum with the good too. So device control still. Hercules tucked in the back of the map in the right position, but you are losing every single gunfight.
Got him.
But Merc gets it done defensively on point.
Just holding that back left corner, playing it as safe as he possibly could. Still only a goal up Optic. First minute sees the Thieves score, now an opportunity now down the left flank. Merc, pissing bullets. The second man gone, the third barely alive. Scrap's life flashed before his eyes. But now you've got the opportunity to make a run here. Scrap with the possession.
Every Optic death, you're spawning so far away. LAT,
So
bring around it, you clear out the back line, man. But look at the device, we're going for the jukes. You got Hydra pushing out, and you can juke it either way. LAT living in your spawn. We're tied up 3-3.
Fantastic heads-up capture, what lovely creative gameplay. Explosive attack now towards the bottom side of the map. New EMP, Hydra dances his way through 3. One man left alive for Optic, able to get into the fight. Hook from Shop. Oh, and he's been absolutely spat on. Here we go, towards the goal. aBeZy can't get it through. Man for the pickup. Scrap finds his second. Lead change, LA Thieves.
The gauntlet of pressure, they're still here. They're still getting kills. Neum good for 2 more in the feed, and Scrap, the longer you live, the better.
Oh, wow.
aBeZy trying to pick it up straight away, and it's Scrap backing every single player down. Finally traded, but not in time. LAT erupting in the second half.
A massive rally towards the top side. They're looking at the coveted 3 in a row. Neum in position now by top green. He's able to cause huge problems right now. You have to find a man to wrap back and pick up the EMP, though. No objective play here from the LA Thieves.
Hercules was trying to alleviate the pressure, but he gets taken care of. LAT swinging, Sorent, the French phenom flying. Can't make it past Dashy, but it doesn't matter if you can't get out of your spawn.
Finally get Neum. aBeZy's left. There's a grab. Defensing here. Dashy should be able to stop this. And he does. Optic. They have survived the dreaded 3-peat.
They don't have time to take a breath, though. Now you're down by 2 with only 2 minutes on the game clock. Gotta get flying. 3-man down in the feed. Dashy does not have the support, and Hydra still spawn killing. He doesn't know where to look.
Just ran across the map immediately to their spawn. Oh my goodness, this could be number 6. Hydra, what a play that was. Now to get lost. Now to get tricky. Going to the middle of the map now. It's a quick reroute. Optic have moved a little slow to this one. Dashy goes wide, shots it right down the middle. That's going to be safe. 3 dead. Make you all dead for the Thieves.
Now you can take a breath and start moving forward. Recollect yourselves and dig deep for this battle. 2 players through mid, 2 players through the plane heady, but they're man down, and LAT are flying at them. Over towards the middle of the map, you lose all the pressure. There's not going to be any heroics.
Oh!
Hercules gives you 2. 1 man to beat, but you can't get it done. aBeZy, the last man standing, drops you both.
Not enough damage. Not enough magic. Hydra. Oh boy! And he gave him a little parting kiss. aBeZy now maintaining possession. So important on the attack, but we could be looking for another goal here. B goal. It is technically open. Neum clears the field, opens the lane. Neum, no kill. No capture as of yet. Another goal line stop with a minute to play. Hydra, the second. Oh, Dashy saves it.
That's a great decision from Hydra, though. Just a play for the kills. You just need to keep them trapped in your spawn. Optic have struggled to get past this 50-yard line.
It's not over yet. There's still time. There's still a chance. From the top window, Hydra peels them off. Ripper, Terror. The slasher here on Scar. Neum now pressing forward with 30 seconds to play. It might be time to start blowing the whistle. Optic fought very valiantly, but the second half, oh, Thieves. The kills, unbelievable. Everyone gets one in the end for the Thieves. 6-3 will be the final score, and they will take the lead here in our grand finals.
Unbelievable stuff. So suffocating. And just like the Sake, they have conditioned them and they have slaughtered them. And why not drive the dagger home? 7-3 final score.
A hat-trick for Neum. 2 for Scrap. And Hydra aBeZy 1 apiece. 7-3, the final score on Scar. It was looking so good for Optic in the first half. Little chat in the locker room there at halftime. Just enough to get the LA Thieves out. Blistering pace set. And Hydra, north of 4,000 damage. Puts a smile on Paris' face.
They blitzed them. That second half, they got a score in the first 23 seconds, wasted no time. And for that setup I gave you, Miles, that conditioning of, hey, if you're spawning on the right side, you get device control, you want to score on that A zone setup towards new. Well, the first cap, they take it the opposite direction, and the Optic players set up in the wrong position. And that happens on multiple scores, where Optic are prepared for the device to go one way, and they just take it to the West Coast. LAT, they're playing the mind games in these past two maps. They have set the tone.
Highlights here from our first half. Again, Optic, it was all them. Liam, one of the greatest overload players we've seen in the league so far. He certainly changed the game when he joined the Thieves. Mercules, again, patient plays. It was great defensive work from both sides. But the second half, really, where the Thieves came alive, some trickery there, some very creative play. Just enough to catch Optic unaware for a moment or two. Then you get Hydra in the power position. You get Neum and the Hydra in the power position alongside him, and they're able to cause so much damage. Floodgates wide open, back-to-back goals. The rally was fantastic, and then Optic unable to muster anything in the final 2 minutes.
And LAT also pulled off the extremely rare route of taking the device through top green and just so casual, down the back steps, over towards that A zone. Don't have to fly, don't go for the normal jukes. They scored every which way. And how insulting. They get the extra time, even with the 6-3 lead, just to make it feel that much worse. Everybody at home that has played this game mode, it feels horrible to lose an overload like that.
Ooh la la, so far in our grand finals. We stay on Scar. No shoes on yet, friends, before we go to Den. But right now, the LA Thieves, so close, yet so far for that trophy. The packed house here in La Défense, yet again, the Gentlemates crowd, committed, coordinated, and very friendly indeed. They have been an incredible audience. Thank you so much to the folks who are here in La Défense who can't hear me, but that's fine. Chat, I don't normally do this, chat, but I'm going to open my phone and look at you while working. I don't recommend that anyone do this in any field. Chat, can I get a 1 if we think Optic are going to win it all? Woo. Can I get a 2 if it's the Thieves?
Whatever the chat decides, all that I know is Scrap will be the man on the mission here in this upcoming Scar. He's been relatively quiet in this series. His teammates have been frying these past two maps. The SMGs especially have set the tone. But a Scar hardpoint, that is the AR's playground. Him and Dashy going to be having a battle.
I'm just here for the drops, I promise you. I'm just here for the drops. I'm seeing some 1s, I've seen the 2, lots of 1s, 2. Okay, cool. Well, it's good to know you're all here. It's time to get into the next map. I thank you again for your participation in this incredibly interactive form of media. Here we go. Scar hardpoint. Let's get it.
You have to shout one random person out from the chat to scare them in the middle of their day.
I'm Millbeef, said 2.
Okay, I'm Millbeef out here being a Beefs fan. Up 2-1 and feeling good. Back to the action, the Scar hardpoint, the opening break to decide the fate. Side advantage here for LAT. Everyone dodging the nades. Merc strikes for the first blood.
And a second. This is our thing, man. You just never know with Optic. Starts to get a little bit personal shots. He flies out, finds 2, big kills, flip him instantly. And Optic have started this Scar off right.
And this is a map, just watch the Optic arrows on the minimap. Pay attention to how they facilitate everything. 2 players pinching, 2 players they're opting for the response as they fall. Mercury's trying to swing, and they get wiped off the board. So hey, now look at the red arrows as Hydra continues to fry.
He's back here, no overload this time. Woohoo! Hoog finally gets his gun up at the right moment. Can he get out of spawn though? That's the question. P1 coming to a close. Both teams had their fair share. Optic still walking away with a bit of a lead going into our second. The motel is open. And Optic, they got early check-in. They've managed to make it there first.
Hydra just wants to be the nuisance taken care of. Optic very heads up. Now trying to survive the onslaught of the nades, and it is Mercules versus the entire team. Does not last very long. And now Neum gets to be the cutoff man. Maybe the most impactful player, and he backs all the way down for his teammates. They know it's all guns forward.
This is huge. This is huge. Again, no trophies this early on in the game, so lethals and tacticals will be very effective. You have to use them wisely. Neum and Scrap, from time, absolutely whipping it.
Finally, Neum's gonna fall, but he was the man making the life so easy for his teammates. This is a rookie now in his second grand finals, and he has been on point. And now his teammates, all of these M15s in the feed, evisceration. Final 15 seconds, absolutely gonna be going towards LA. Built themselves a sizable lead as we rotate towards New.
That's the final stamp right there. Now onto the plane heady we go. Everyone will find themselves there in a second. As Scrap heard the toes of Dashy touch the tin roof. Takes care of business there. And now a bit of an exchange. And Optic, technically, the winner of this gunfight, basically has time. So Hydra brought down, looking for Optic to get themselves onto this yet again. Very dry in P2. Can P3 be better?
Defense from Neum. What a stun there from Shotzzy, and what awareness coming in from Optic Texas. aBeZy though with the pressure. So quick, and what a response. No one can hold this P3 time. LA Thieves are in.
Break back is there. They're doing Mill Beef proud. So far, at 10-4 Hydra, wicked stuff. He's certainly got the Parisian fans wrapped around his finger. And that trigger finger is working as well. 3 before he goes down, and now we're looking at aBeZy sitting pretty at 2 and 10. Doesn't matter too much with his boys, such a lead.
Those back-to-back kills for LA Thieves. Absolutely on form. Well, Neum caught unaware, but it's only because he knows Hydra is behind him. Unfortunate for Scrap and Neum, they're going to spawn out. Hydra and aBeZy, the SMG duo, just trying to hold the line. And the route is perfect, at least to get the single kill. He's good for 2, and he just got his team those spawns. Hydra is on point, 14 and 5.
Serious motion. That's serious motion. The fans have got the lotion at the ready, and now we've got 3 dead in the feed immediately for the LA Thieves. Mercules, the only player there for Optic Texas, able to dig in and find something. This blue hardpoint, so good. Hydra at the worldwide tour. He's got a player on his tail, but he's not going to be able to shake that. He's going to get brought down, but at the same time, his teammates have just been battered. So an awkward moment now for the Thieves, all dead in the hardpoint. Merc pushes them out, and Optic are in.
We are limit testing here in the grand finals on Scar. Neum spawning in the back end, Hydra there to join him. You want to fight to get Optic away from these final 15? I think you do. Hydra going to take it, and he's able to give you 2 there in the feed, so a little bit of extra time. And Scrap here for the rotation. He wants to play the power position. He just needs to stay alive.
Scrap yet again, another awkward moment caught with his knife out, but at 15 and 8, 16 and 8 for Hydra. Those two are having quite the time on Scar so far. aBeZy yet again catching himself in a bad position. His teammates there for the trades, and that's just how it goes sometimes. Mid-map presence now from Hook, trying to keep this as unsafe as possible for the Thieves, but they are the danger. Another break.
Hydra on form, finally caught. A wild and mixing minimap, and Optic finally able to stabilize. Plenty of time to fight for, but they do not get those back spawns. They have just now turned. So Scrap gets to be the nuisance mid-cut, dragging this attention as his teammates come for the back spawns. Optic trying to deal with everything, but it is simply overwhelming. Lose the back spawns, lose the time.
Yeah, yet again. I mean, you might get a break for a few seconds. The Thieves keep it so difficult. And now it's back spawn still. Optic trying to hold on as close as possible. You're going to come off spawn at that top left-hand corner with a nade and a stun, with Mercules' name right on it. Well, back to P1 we go. Our first set of hard points now complete, and a slight lead for the Thieves.
Just a little bit. If we've learned anything, though, again, Scrap has had a bit of a slow series. His SMG duo has been popping off the past 2 maps. It is him right now frying for his team, leading the lobby in damage. Mercules distant, though. The MPC will find at least 1 kill, but LAT good for it. That is a 4-man wipe. They don't quite block the spawns, at least not all of them, but their spawn awareness is absolutely on point. Couldn't quite find them. Nonetheless, heads up and aware rolling through, but Mercules, the disappearing axe, he's good for 2. Scrap took so long to find him.
So long. Difficult to find a player like that. And Optic still with this P1 time. This is not bad whatsoever. 28-point game. Thieves back in. Optic out of the time. A very slow and quite awkward game of Scar. As Neum finally kills across the map, and Hydra has just been so tough. Well, this time round, LA Thieves P2 rotation 1. Let's go for a listen in.
Last one left. Already left. That's my mid. Yeah, make sure you wrap here.
Top got Heady, Chong. And one's low got Heady.
Low got Heady, Merc.
Nice, one more got Heady.
Yo, top got it. No fix spawn out. No fix
Yo,
spawn
make
out.
a P1.
Top plate.
That's fine time.
Yo, somebody take a right route. Somebody take a deep
Yo,
route.
get Z if we can.
Yeah, I'm trying to kill this guy mid.
I'm baiting him.
I'll see
Left
MP1.
Yo, Z, boys. They're pushing this. Kill them.
I'll see
I'll
MP1.
see him Z. He back.
Try to kill
Go,
it.
Jay, I hear Z.
Yo, he's on the Heady.
Low side, I can't tell that.
Low side Heady.
Yo, hold the pinch for top got Heady.
Ready.
Top got Heady, Merc.
Low side dead, one more.
Merc back got Heady. One shot back got Heady.
Yeah, he's on me.
Yo, we gotta go top.
Kill
We
Blue,
gotta
kill
go.
Blue.
One more. He won't
Okay,
stop
yeah.
me. We're
That's
good.
fine.
We'll
I
flip.
flipped. One's going ticket, Merc.
You take it.
Merc,
I'll take it.
Yeah, one's already behind me. 18.
Yo,
Blue, mid.
18 one shot. 18 one shot.
Yo, start taking our time, okay?
Somebody roll.
Start talking to each other.
20. I'm on 10. One's
Yeah,
gonna be
center row, center row.
I help him.
Yo, too old, boys, too old.
I don't see him gate.
Too old.
I think one's
Yo,
gonna
it's
go.
Purple out the plate.
Front blue dead. I got one more P1 going right. One's already mid cut.
Is that it?
One's mid cut on the plane Heady.
On the plane.
Nice. Sit down.
Two. Watch out. Watch out.
One's rushing through P2.
Watch out.
One on the plane. Challenge
Yo,
plane low.
Make up.
Challenge on the plane Heady. Plane Heady.
Two mid cut.
Alright, one's plane Heady.
Mid cut, guys.
He went to hill. We're good.
Make cut.
One is
Two,
second.
two,
One
one
is
shot,
nice.
one shot.
Take your time.
Nice, nice. Shot time now. Shot time.
Johnny time.
Top
Got
three,
time.
top three.
There's side time.
Plane, guys.
Plane Heady.
Watch out.
Watch out.
Nice.
Nice.
One more P5 challenge. Dead.
Nice, guys.
Yo,
Watch
playing
out.
their side hill. I'm playing their side
I'm
hill.
blocking.
I have a tough one. You come
I
back.
hear. I'm
Yo,
playing
I'm the
their
whole
side
left. I'm the
hill.
whole
Alright,
left.
bad. I'll come back.
Take your time.
Yo, I don't see anything.
P5 dead.
I'm the whole mid. Do not worry. I'll block you.
I saw one P5.
Pick
Saw
up,
one
pick up,
P5.
pick up.
Nice. I saw
Two
one
P5.
P5.
One P5.
What's top green?
Take your
Two.
time. I'm getting a
I
trophy.
was low P5. Merc.
Top green.
I got a trophy.
Left meter.
Low P5 and top green.
Top green dead.
Low P5 dead.
Low P5.
Nice. Last guy, Brandon.
What's
I'm
top green?
blocking.
Right?
Top green dead.
Hard kill.
One more low P5 again.
Yeah, right shot. Top again.
I'm refilling this.
I don't see him low. Try to nade me on time. Nade me on time.
Yo, big row. Big
Yo,
fucking
yo,
row. This is the
what's
game,
up?
boys.
Yeah,
This
they're
is the
gonna
game.
They're
right.
still-
They're
they're still
gonna
going right.
They're gonna choke.
Yo, three right. Three.
Right.
Yeah.
Yo, just
Go
go
for
do.
it.
Go do.
Alright, then,
Yo,
one
I'm just laying down
Last
my
one,
army. I'm laying down my
Nice.
army. I'm laying down my army.
Your last two old. Our last two
You
old
might
guys.
cross?
Yes,
Yo,
I
I'm
think
gonna go
last year
set.
was-
Big Row, is this the game? You've got yourselves Blue Thieves, and boy, them comms hacked.
Dude, what an interesting listening. We can talk about it later as the kills continuing to fly. Optic trying to approach from every single angle, and they got a couple options to work with. Some players up top making it to the back line. Optic at least successfully have flipped these spawns. The LAT pressure, though, is here, but it might not be good enough. Optic cutting them down.
Back and forth though. Spawn still close to Optic, no blocking as of yet. Shots on the stairs. Oh my lord, Hydra finds his way in, slices him in half. Hook getting tricky. What a kill from Dashi on the back. Now back over to time we go. Thieves, the teamwork is reactivated, and Neum at large again.
Dashi doing his thing, gets the three-piece and starts hunting you with a pistol. 14 seconds to work for, and every single player is currently on the right side of the map. I mean, this is an open rotation potentially for Mercules. Number 5 is going to spawn there right with them. You get caught unaware, but Scrap does get traded, but I think LT you're going to have it. A Mixie P4, and it's going to continue with the mixiness. One of the sloppiest scores we have seen in quite some time, but LAT hunt them, they gun you down, and now stability on B5.
Right, we'll see. We'll see. There was a big dead there from Scrap yet again as this 35th kill of the map connects. Those player cams, very animated indeed. Not a huge amount of time gained yet. Not as lucrative as the previous. Big work out of Neum, big 4. The back line, a lot of friendly fire here, bit of damage, and Optic are going to find themselves in.
They said 3 players on the pinch, and LAT took so long to crack that code. It was silent, and it is just an absurd Scar hardpoint being played. Final 15 seconds, P5. I mean, Hydra wants to go take it. His teammates, though, should be setting up for this new time. They're going to get the hill time. You're going to lose the blue spawns. Well, okay, Scrap's going to take it. It has been so difficult for these AR players to contain this game, but Scrap has been giving us something extra.
Here he goes. He wants another. He wants that massive bloody goblet. Trophy it ready. Been incredibly diligent with that as one on the other side for the Optic boys. Nothing. Oh, absolutely wipe you. Hydrax trying to stay alive. Hard point in the hands of Optic. Spawn awareness on point. They're now on the hunt. The Thieves have managed to elude them.
This is feeling like the classic. We're going to end on a P3 rotation, and that's only if Optic can actually fight back. I mean, it's still just 20 seconds for LAT to win this game. Dashing near the time, but LAT inside of it. An off angle being chosen, but the nade right on top of them. So Optic staying alive. They got control of the map. You got to be worried about the plane heady pinch, but Hook is there.
Who's there? Can he stop it? He can. Not without losing Dash there on time. So now an opportunity for the Thieves to run on in. Awkward opportunity here. and the Thieves have taken it. Merc has to get himself involved, right into the mud, right into the trenches. Over to P2 we now go, to the motel, yet again. Scrap time goes to the Thieves. Hard point now, ready to go.
It's going to be a gritty finish. Scrap gets taken care of in the middle of the map. It's now all guns forward. Hydra, though, inside the time is able to get one. Hook working on the pinch, trying to slow him down. In the meantime, his teammates have cleared the point.
Hook, oh, gets it done with a pistol now. That's going to be the right flank now, wide. Open for the Optic boys. Spawns now. Getting very awkward indeed. Dashy to the middle of the map, but an incredibly tough fight to find. And Neon gets two. Over to Mercules alone in time. Too many things to worry about. Oh, Scrap guns his way through. My word, what a kill. Optic now clinging on with their life.
Who wants it more, Miles? Who wants it more?
Over the top goes Merc. Shotzi puts him down. Neon dead as well. Hydrocon. Optic on time.
Well, they could win it here, but LAT, they need to contest for a few seconds if we go to a rotation game. But they do indeed have to contest. Optic have the pressure.
They don't have a man on time yet. Dashy's going to have to get down there and get in the hole.
It's the foot race. It's the foot race now. Number 7's going to be the first one there. Scrap, the only one that can stop it.
It's going to be a P3 finish. Optic are in first. Not a trophy to their name. Behind you to the mid-cut. Dashy! Optic tie up the grand final. You called it a gritty P3 finish. What a performance from Scrap for the L.
The ugliest star hardpoint we have seen in quite some time. And now to touch on that listening from LAT, you had aBeZy, the most veteran player on the team, at 10 and 22, begging his teammates to take routes and to slow the pace down, and they would simply not listen. They're going for the chows. They're trying to bully way through Hydra. Just kill them. Just chow front and kill them. Scrap there to deliver. They indeed killed them, but they did not play well enough as a team, and Optic capitalize. Just an absurd way to have to finish the game. The Scar P2 to P3 swing is so difficult to manage.
That was the difference between a team and a team of superstars who wanted that glory. As soon as the Thieves got off of that moment and started playing around one another again, they got right back into the game. They even took the lead. We'll see that in the game flow momentarily. But that 250, the 243 Scar, what a war between those squads. And I mean, the damage department for Optic, they were putting in the work. Look how close this was. Thieves, as soon as that team went remerged there, that second P2, right back into it in that second set, with a very slow arch and a fizzle out. What a tough landing there for the LA Thieves on Scar.
Once they re-established control of the map, when Scrap started popping pieces on that P3, screaming dead in the comms, aBeZy then at that point was able to go on a tear. But simply just, well, not even a too little too late. It just continues to be a mixy map. Trophy's not there at the right time, not able to handle the right positions at the right time. That is just a game of pure grit. Optic wanted it more.
It was a banger. I had a lot of fun. We are going to say bye-bye, Scott, for now. That's that, folks. What an incredible tournament so far. We are going deep here into the night in Paris. More of the Major 4 Grand Finals after the break.
What do you want to say to the fans out there that's been supporting you guys?
F Optic, f the Greenwell.
Vamos! And that's going to do it for me and Vico here on the stage.
It's going to be a play over towards tunnel.
Don't mind this. This is a good play.
Making the play.
Phaser all
Hip just made the play.
Long range shots are good for Zip.
FaZe is going to lose. FaZe has lost. How? How?
Back to the grab.
Brother, that was
breakdown is unacceptable.
Brother.
That one is bad.
Wow.
That is as bad as it gets. It does not get worse. You were up 5-2. Neptune 1v3s and then 1v2s.
I'm probably wall run on me. I'm trying to stay up.
That's one up.
Got two guys. I need help on time.
Come on.
He's like, better. Nice. Good help. On you close.
Close middle. Close middle.
Dead. I got 3. I'm kidding. That was all 3. Let's go. We're back. Any door? Any dubs?
I'll pick it up Warren.
Dubs on me. Inside.
I have Warren.
Inside. On.
Warren, one shot.
3. Look, all 3 red dots. Last guy's the door.
That's 3.
Last guy's the door. He's gonna go wall run. I think he's going wall run.
One shot, absolute Warren. Literally a bullet. Can't be here.
Inside, you suck. 2 more to the door. We'll go wall run. XC on. My God. Oh my God! Nice. Somebody stop me! Oh my God!
You're the best.
Look at me!
4v1, I think it was, the clutch, something like that. And we were just, you know, playing the round out, and I hear, oh, cat, you know, he's pushing up. I'm thinking, oh, he's dead, okay, so let's play it nice. And then I just hear a roar behind me, an absolute roar. And then he's like, watch it. And then the kill cam wasn't running, so I was doing the roll the tape. I want to see this. And luckily, it came up, and yeah, he's blown him away and left a bit of a little doo-doo in his pants, I think.
They gotta get you reacting to you reacting to you reacting to the montage.
Yeah, they are doing
every
that.
stage. They just add another.
Wait, they're
zero on
adding me
top.
reacting to me reacting to me reacting to me reacting to this.
Every stage they add a you reacting.
I'm reacting to me reacting to a clip of me reacting.
Correct.
To the clip of me. Unbelievable. I'm reacting to a clip of me talking about reacting to a clip of me reacting. React harder. You know what I mean? That's insane. That is fucking insane, Chad.
Ladies and gentlemen, mesdames et messieurs, bienvenue and bonsoir to what is now quite late in Paris, France. Welcome back to Major 4. Optic Texas, they tie us up after a very salacious scar, hard point, and we're basically wasting no time. We can get right into the next map, Chance. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Sweating my ass off here near the main stage.
My man.
Beautiful ruby encrusted trophy. These two teams hunting down, ready to hoist. And for a blistering scar we just had, I mean, down to the wire, insanity. The comps for both teams had to have been ridiculous. We're all tied up here in Europe. And as wild as that game was, we're going to a Den S&D, and well, this is certainly a map where you cannot make mistakes. The teamwork needs to be at an all-time high. Maybe one of the final opportunities to see if this map claims another victim.
We've seen a lot of players fall off the map this tournament, and this one is insane for the amount of souls it has claimed on the outer edges. Mercules, though, this is our Den Search and Destroy. He's gone of the season. Overall, he's been the big man on this map.
And see if the big man can keep it up. Hydra on the flip side, also an absolute monster. It's also a very interesting dynamic, I think, for the two teams on the main stage. Both of them have played Paris Gentlemates today, which means both of them have been gifted with the experience of the French crowd when they're at their absolute best. But no more Gentlemates on the main stage means this environment is radically different. Not quite a library, but so much quieter than what we are accustomed to. And I think two teams that are used to feeding off the energy, they expect a chance, expect the Bruces in the hooks to ring it out of the background, the boos, the yips, the yaps. Just a strange environment we now have. And that means it is pure Call of Duty being played.
Sounds nice, doesn't it? Oh, we still have a tremendous crowd in attendance. And there is still a pocket of Gentlemates fans rabidly dancing throughout the night here. It has been a stunning tournament. Gentlemates should be absolutely very happy with getting third place. I didn't think they were going to make it very far at all. I thought the Heretics were going to beat them.
What a hater.
I know.
What a hater.
I know what I am. I know what I am. Off to Texas. Tying things up in a big, big way there in that scar hard point. The Den Search and Destroy on its way now, just getting through a controller issue. I also want to give a lot of credit there to whoever designs the Optic jerseys. That reflective material on the shirts looked absolute fire coming out of the elevator. Through the smoke and through the, you know, all that, I thought it was very cool. Very, very impressive indeed. Well done, everyone. Well done. And just getting through that issue now.
Hook is laser locked as ever. I think he's actually the player trying to solve the problem. Only player yet to join the lobby, maybe testing out in the firing range to make sure everything is ready to go. I mean, the GOAT standing right behind him in Karma, DB5. Making sure his boys are ready to go.
Ready to go here in Paris. Not the first time the Call of Duty has found its way to this gorgeous city. Going way back to 2017. Optic have found themselves a bit of a three-peat there. EG 2013, cold.
Now, do you know what the common thread is through all of these rosters? Crimsix. Crimsix has been the Paris Reaper. That has been the universal truth in the Call of Duty world. Now that he's finally out of the mix, now that the GOAT, the actual GOAT, is no longer involved, an opportunity for someone else to take the crown, but obviously it has been Optic, the main purveyors. They made that roster move to pick him up back in the day, and boy, did that decision pay off.
Could it be a fourth tournament in a row here in Paris, where Optic lift a trophy? Or will it be a Frenchman who finally lifts it on home soil? We've still got a few maps to find out. But at 2-2, we're getting towards the middle, the meat, the juicy, medium rare center of this grand final. Yes, I'm hungry. Hungry for the game. It does look like we are still dealing with whatever the tech issue was. But now, from JP to Coach Karma, we go.
Yes, Hook has joined the lobby, taking a sip in a rare moment where he breaks away from shooting his gun in-game to get that mental ready for the next map. That is absolutely the coaching staff you want behind you to try to bounce back against LAT. They took him down earlier in the winners finals. I know Karma probably had some words for his team. Well, so far so good. They've won some of the gritty maps. They are tied up with the opportunity. Still good and ready to play. Match is going to begin again, S&D.
Here we go into Den. Map 5 in our grand final. We'll play Search and Destroy. First to 6. Hydra in map 2 had himself a time. Den, a map that both of our teams have played to death.
Dashy, the man in the lobby with the ability to lift a crowd to its feet with a sniper rifle. Maybe could be the king of this lobby, but round one, he's got the M15. It's actually Neum that wants to take that duel. No presence towards the middle of the map, so we switch back over to the M15. That was a calculation. I'll have to go for that right side opening break. Neum would have had him. Instead, nobody's home. We are feeling each other out in round one.
Couple of nades. Concussion grenades as well. They make a distinct sound, so you can count them. Our third nade.
Shotzi had amazing timing.
He's through. And a smoke still to play with. Yeah, Merc out. B-bomb site, it's going down. Neum still hanging out in the middle of the map, so anyone who tries to get tricky there, that's going to be a problem. Merc leads the tactical retreat, and that's the middle of the map blown wide open. Thieves, their flank exposed.
That's beautiful. If Optic stays patient, they will win this round.
At some point, they managed to take it by the scruff of the neck, but with 30 seconds to go. Thieves, you have to plant the bomb. Good luck, lads. Hydra 45 health remaining. Scrap managing to take care of those players. Just a little bit too eager to try to find that kill. 20 seconds now to play.
Dash is watching this, though. Irons up. He's going to comm this to his teammates. He's got the immediate support.
Yeah. Optic, the clock is on their side. 10 seconds. Hydra has to plant this. Good news. Planting. Bad news. Dashy.
Guaranteed.
Scrap looking for the kill, and the clock will run down. Optic take
And
first.
what happened on Sake is the SMG duo for LAT conditioned them. Played with the ideas, brought so much aggression to the table, and once they gained that control and planted those seeds, able to play off those ideas every single round. They were looking for that in round one. Feeling out the opponent, see if you can catch an errant Shotzi, going for the pinch. What does Shotzi do? Makes it towards P2, pumps the brakes, says, no, I don't want it. I got spotted on the cross. Let me play with my team. Mercury strikes for that first blood, and it is perfect execution from Optic after that. No mistakes made.
Check out a different look here. We've seen Shotzi sniping on Gridlock. No other maps, really. Merc nearly exhausts his M15 magazine. And the rest of the boys there, this 2-1-1 split. Now grouping up the rendezvous in the middle of the map. And Merc again, just, whoa, dodging bullets quite literally. And Hook somehow finding that first player down low, and Shotzi going to be unaware. Neum, what a deep corner to find himself in, and now the Thieves gather up together. Plant by air, yeah, it's happening, lads. Here we go. Hook, can he finish the job? Sure can. Can he get alive? Nope. Can he get alive? Nah, he's dead, mate. 3v2. Thieves with the advantage. Now Thieves with bomb site control. Merc trying to retake it.
aBeZy is a master at work. Absolute master at work. The angle he just had with Mercules tucked in that corner, if anybody could have gotten spotted, he could.
I don't know whose cake that was, but great, great stuff out of the Thieves.
Looking good in that round.
Looking good. Might need a replay of that. Looking good. Am I right, chat?
We are truly in France. Anyway, Merc's tucked in the corner. He's playing for the hop. He knows they have to come to him with a chow. It's that quick little shoulder thrown into the side just in case that angle needs to be there. If he overcommits just a little bit more, Mercules drops and we got ourselves a round, but aBeZy, absolute perfection in search and destroy.
Yeah, little 3 spreezy for aBeZy. Oh. Yep, time to put it away. Wonderful patience there from Niam. If he pulls that trigger, takes any damage, he's going to be unable to swap classes at this point. Hydra yet to get on the board. But doing it. If he gets the kill, this crowd will go nuts. The dance is on. He's got so much information for the squad. Here comes Abe. Oh, wow, Merc. Traded out.
Well, good news for the trade. And number 2 now has the timing. A slight shift from the previous round. Hydra has made it here. Optic are completely unaware. All what Scrap needs to do, by the way, Shotzzy's just going to make it through.
Yeah, no
2 players potentially on the pinch. Niam's going to be hard watching it. LAT right now a little skittish before they plant.
Yeah, they're just not sure. They're just waiting. No one's shown a thing. Now you're going to plant and we're going to force the play. Niam versus Shotzzy, the M15 happily looking at that gunfight. And Bruce having to clear everything. He and Hook from this side of the map. Here we go. Mid-cut. Oh, boy. Scrap made a meal of it. No chance of getting through just yet. Shotzzy's going to wait this one out. Try to bait Hydra forward. Dashy's overwhelmed the B-bomb site for now. He has to win a 1v1 now. If he could do this, he's got one problem left to deal with. Oh, there it is. Thieves take the lead.
Perfectly played. High-level COD in this lobby. Niam hard watching the pinch, gets his job done. Hydra, I mean, when you're in that situation, it is all about the decisions you're making. Do you want to pinch Dojo? Do you want to play off the timing? Or do you want to stay there to watch mid? With the decision he made, it puts so much pressure on Scrap. He has to deal with the 2 players coming in through Dojo, but the moment Scrap does his job, his teammates able to execute off the back of it. Huge plays all around.
Seeing so many different looks on this map already. Patience, swift aggression, the slight lapses in those security nets. And Mercules, yeah, this is trouble. That is the aggression we're talking about from the Thieves.
They don't know about Hydra. They don't know about him at all. He made it through for free because the first guy got the first blood too quick. LAT, gun skill, next level.
And now the check of the bomb sites. Very diligent here from Scrap. Yeah, he saw them. That's the intel passed over. Here come the other 2 Thieves. Back over. Scrap traded, but the damage may already be done. Hook now, it's a 1v2. He has got the bomb, and to the A-bomb site he goes. This is an opportunity.
Plenty of time to work with. How does the nuke want to approach it? Looking like the full wrap absolute tour. LAT stationary towards Dojo, so it is a free bomb plant. And he's putting this in the safe spot. Now this is an NPC at close range, but he's dealing with aBeZy and Niam.
Yeah, the problem is he's guessed the wrong side of the map, but to go this far around.
Oh, I love this.
Oh, wow, all the way around. 2 Thieves working dayware now through the rooftop. Hook may have done himself a real service here. Has he been spotted? Quite possible. The smoke just there to tease him into the site. No defuse yet. Oh, and aBeZy. A jump scare. The terror strikes, and it is now 3-1.
Yeah, a wonderful play there for Hook in the 1v2, but the moment the smoke drops, you see how tough it is to spot those players. Forced to go for the check, and, well, they saw the safe plant spot. Really just one direction you need to look. And aBeZy again, mistake-free in this section of the map. 5-2 start. He's great at the start of the rounds, he's great in the middle of the rounds, and he's great at the end of rounds. One of the best S&D players of all time.
Absolutely loves those close quarter battles. It's really tight angles to fight. Slinky shoulders and an extremely strong left stick. aBeZy, truly one of the greatest to do it. The B-bomb site looks incredibly appealing for both of our teams right now as they're on the race forward. The Scraps opening nade, that connection causing nothing but problems for the players in the dojo that's to the right-hand side of aBeZy now. Enough force shown, enough damage there. Hydra has the entirety of the middle of the map shown, so you will be able to make a play towards A if you fancy it, boys. Tin getting the love. Scrap just catches Mercules. I'm not sure what he was doing, but he was completely out of his mind. And now with the attack, in towards Dojo. Shotzzy getting in the mix. Trying to cause some sort of discord in the ranks of the Thieves, but doesn't get a thing.
LAT are looking to remain perfect in Search and Destroy at this major. This has been dominance here on Den. aBeZy always getting that extra love at the final bit of those rounds, but Scrap credit for the first 2 kills. Gets the first blood, and then that free catch on Mercules. Mercules just a little bit too aggressive for his own good.
I think Karma just said something there. Did you hear that? Man, you hear that noise? No, forget it. Wasted. Wasted. Our headphones are too good. Merc. A bit of reconnaissance. Oh,
Jeez.
He's dangerous.
Fearless.
He knows where Scrap is, and
Fearless.
he's got him. Trades. Oh, to turn out of Neum. Last man left alive in a 1v2. Trophies in play over by the bomb. Planted. 2v1 for Optic.
The rookie in the clutch. Often criticized in the moments. Let's see what the kid can do.
He's got 2 of them to deal with. Dashi on the retreat. Spotted. ID number 1. ID number 2. Neum slips through. Hook has vanished. Which way has he gone? And now the time will be burnt on the hunt, but wait. He's behind both of the players. Neum finds the first man. Shoulder. A single bullet. Can he defuse? Not now. Dashi has him. And another moment for Big Bruce to bring down Neum.
And that's a cheeky hot spot from Dashi. He loves to get underneath that B cut and just play with the timings and make you guess what direction. Neum made him work for it, though. That is a sweaty moment for the 1v2. Dashi remains ice cold.
This shoulder being thrown. And how much damage Neum got as he jumped that box. It was a single bullet. That would have been an outstanding clutch on an already dominant map right now for the LA Thieves. At 4-2, we go again.
Shotzzy
mid-map,
punching the middle of the map. Right into their clutches, trapped in a corner and out of dodge. The tricksy movement. In the meantime, Scrap is by himself, so deep, so distant. An AR player that is willing to be this aggressive. Scrap is next level confident.
That's unbelievable. To get 1 was incredible. Fast race now from Shotzzy. Yeah, spots Neum. Gonna play it safe. Go the long way. Neum knows he has to watch his own tail. Bomb plant by B. Optic. All 3 possible avenues of attack. Here they come.
All about the contact, make a little bit of noise, then your teammates get active and you just start to take turns.
Timing. Timing does not go his way. Left-hand side, no good. Through the middle of the map, Hook's now being slowly denied. Can Dashi find it through Dojo? He cannot.
Slammed.
The trident of the LA Thieves. Every possible lane, gun taken care of. 5-2. Map point.
Optic just do not have it right now in Search and Destroy against LA. The idea was there. The moment noise is made, Shotzzy wants to hit that go button. But unfortunately, the go button just so much better for Scrap. You are never prepared for that gunfight. Scrap reduced down to 5 HP, but the M15 at close range, he's playing like he can do anything.
Final round. For the LA Thieves, to do something very special, take the lead in this long one. Nobody home here on this side of the map. It's going to be all over by the A side. It's through the rooftops, and it's to aBeZy. His jaws open. They snap shut, but Optic managed to evade. Mercury somehow with a kill. Smokes and nades, empty pockets. A little bit of damage here from aBeZy, and somehow again walking away with his life. Scrap on the flank, finds himself one, doesn't get too eager. Scrap, what damage? Neum pouncing! An electric close on Den. Optic waltz into the bomb site, and not a single soul leaves it.
Scrap loves it, man. Loving life on the main stage, loving life in the grand finals. Playing hyper aggressive. That is a 3v4 clutch to win the game. Optic have the extra men, and they're not even watching the pinch.
Lead change grand finals tournament point, LA Thieves. Look at the stats again. Scrap, what a takeover. Neum alongside him. What a season for the young rookie. What a map for him.
And Mercules just gave you 4 first bloods, and you lose 6-2. They got 5 out of the 8 and just could not close rounds. S&D for Optic Texas here on the main stage is in shambles.
Well, we continue further, folks. Here we go. Map number 6. We say hello to the gridlock duo Overload. It could all end here. Or do we go to the magic of the 7th and final map, that gridlock search and destroy? As enticing as it looks, I'm sure the Thieves want to close it all here, want to see it through. Overload, 2 halves, 8 goals, however you want to close it. The LA Thieves are that bit closer to the trophy.
And this is a map where the better team just wins. It is simplified, it is direct. You need the gun skill, and well, if we're paying attention to what happened on this one, Optic had that early advantage. They were making the plays in that first round, perfectly patient. Every single decision they made, absolutely splendid. And then, I mean, you could quite literally see it in this one. Hoop, left alone, isolated on bomb. Shotzzy's trying to slide down the top spets into their spawn. They had a round of patience. Patience pays off. Immediately lose the thread, and they just never get it back. Hydra managing to get in couches. Optic completely unaware, not watching the pinches. aBeZy with perfect shoulders being thrown in the smoke. I mean, outclassed and outplayed, and Mercules, I mean, trying to run for the hills, giving his back to the opponent.
The 1v1s won by Dashi again. Same with, we saw there on Sake, over by that second map. And Neum, really impressive stuff. Again, no one there watching the pinch. Scrap walks through lights, 2 kills. Dashi has to overcommit to find the kill. Then Neum, a sign of life not there, an immense level of frustration for Optic. Paris on his feet.
Insta-checked. I mean, not only are you not watching the pinch, then when you have 4 bodies to watch 3 directions, you're not watching server. That is absolute hell. Well, back to the Overload. aBeZy and Neum. Neum, who has been one of the best, if not the best, Overload player in the game. Absolutely on point in the Scar. If you missed it, Optic in the first half, exquisite. Win up 3-1, making huge plays. Hook is having masterful bailout moments. And then the second half, the Blitzkrieg commenced, and they ran them over. 7-3 was the final score. 6 scores in the span of 5 minutes. In elite pace being set. LAT, they do not want to look back, and of course, because the S&D for the final map, they can play with confidence. There is no fear.
Gridlock search and destroy for the final map for 7. Lucky for some. So for our squads, it will be the last chance. But you have to get through the gridlock. Overload once more. Championship point for the LA Thieves. Are they coming into this one nervous? I highly doubt it. This is how the overloads have gone.
Oh my God.
They have been absolutely pristine. On Scar 7-3 in this series alone. It's feeling very, very challenging for Optic. Their fans, though, still, I see a sea of green shirts. I see a green afro wig thing in the middle there. They are not deterred. They must believe. Here we go.
Who wants it more? Grand Finals, final bit before going into champs. Big trophy to be collected before we go for that ring. And it's
Bang.
Mercules with the NPC getting after it and dying instantly.
Yeah, a little bit of an overheat there. Hook's now behind. EMP forward a little bit. Here comes Kyler Garland. Un, deux, trois. Number 4. On the charge, and the damage is already done, but you don't have the EMP, no pickup. There's the quick response on the reset. Forward we go. Merc down yet again. Thieves from spawn right to the defense of that EMP, immediate.
You just outslayed them 8-3 in the kills column immediately. Do not get a score. You only move that device 50 feet.
Serious war of attrition now. Every possible advantage being taken. Merc still back on the EMP spawn, being very, very much glued to that. Corners now for the Thieves being found. Starting to spread out, find their space, find their open avenues. Scrap really trying to push towards that B goal. And aBeZy with him dead, the EMP safe for now.
And LAT love this setup. Neem wins the gunfight down low. You're going to pick up this device and you're going to wrap it all the way back through Ice Cream. They're the first team to really pull this off successfully. Now they're showing it off in the grand finals.
Here comes the pressure. Here comes the pressure. Scrap might be good for 2 here. He is indeed. Here comes the play. Hook's trying to slow it all down. The wrap back. And aBeZy now pushing forward. They're going to get it. That's it.
Yep.
Thieves on the board first.
The trendsetters, the meta on this map, the tradition is to go towards the B site and set up the spawn kills. LAT built different. Optic though with a nice response, 3 kills in a feed. Everybody now coming off spawn and they're doing the traditional thing. Working the top side of the map, and LAT defensively might be spread thin.
It's way thin, way thin. Neem's got the deepest corner there, but you can see where that EMP is through the walls. Intel will be passed over shortly, and again, it's a tight defense here. A death or 2 is going to be absolutely fatal for the LA Thieves here. Merc takes care of the right flank. Oh, you pull them forward into the mouth of Shotzzy. He chews them alive, and we go over towards a 1-1.
And they could be crawling for these spawn kills. I mean, Optic, an opportunity to rally. Good routes being taken by LAT off spawn just to try to flip the map on its head, but Hook continues to shred a 3-spree for him. Players nearby, but he is simply overwhelmed. LAT have bought the stability, they got the device, and they're going back to the tried and true, a wrap back through Ice Cream.
Wrap back through Ice Cream. Once they commit sort of halfway through the street here, this is absolutely it. There's no going back. Costly so far, 3 dead. A man on the flank, he's going to be dealt with in a moment, but now this is a rapid run. A goal is on. Here come the nades. Here come the stuns, and it's no fun for Hook on the retreat. A flank, though, and an avenue still open, thanks to Mercules.
aBeZy next. Oh, can't get it done. aBeZy with a nice trade. Juking with the device. We are playing keep away, but all that pressure from LAT. They dealt with the onslaught. Now they're right back to it.
Yeah, right back to it. Again, the A Street, trying to get through Merc from the inside of shop. Just enough fire there to keep those players at bay. Hydra on the big flank taken care of. No worry about the B zone. Back to aBeZy. This war of attrition on the front, just trying to wear down the defenders of Optic, and they are not having it.
How quick can Shotzzy be? He's got the device.
Oh, he's quick.
Trying to make it out. He's
gone. He's quick. He's gone. Anthony Cuevas Castro steals another.
How fast is that man? One single catch on a man who threw a quick shoulder in devastation. Now LAT still need to get out of their spawn. I mean, Hook's here for the spawn kills. Good for 1. Trade it out, but Optic still have that device control.
It might be enough. Wait. Shotzzy trying to get tricky with it. Trying to find something here. His teammates are not going to be in position as he gets dropped here. Yeah, have to wrap back. No defenders by A. That could have been a problem. A minute on the clock.
They want to buy the time. The exact same play being set up. Scrap going on the pinch. Optic, though, it looks like they're watching it in the exact same way. They figured out the pressure. They understand how LAT wants to play, so LAT might be repositioning. Now they're going through mid, so trying to play with the ideas, but Optic have every single lane covered.
Thieves here. This is a left stick problem right now for Optic. Uh-oh, Neem gets himself to another piece of cover. Hydra on the flank. A nice bit of explosions there from Dashy. Oh, and he finds another. There we go. That's the pickup. And out the head of the column. Forward you go towards the A goal. Can Shotzzy get one of the life? What a play. Any more? Yeah, Mercules joins him. Another man. Here comes the EMP. Dashy down. Optic still with the numbers. Hoop goes high. Finds it. Mercules. 3-1 in the dying seconds. I do not believe that the EMP can spawn in time. We should blow the whistle, but wait, it's a pickup and the Thieves will get extra time.
I mean, hey, you're down 31. Getting one in this moment would be a wonderful thing. And you have Hook now very far out of the play. Shotzzy gives you the first blood on the engagement to try to slow you down. And Scrap trying to keep things mixy. This just looks so tough to get through.
Not with a pistol. Not with a pistol. 10 seconds.
Yeah, you can't do it.
Optic. As good as it could possibly be in the first half. 3-1.
Exactly as it was on the Scar. Optic making plays. They find the heroics. Shotzzy with the steal your heart away. I was a little bit nervy when Merc gets the three-piece and they have no success. When Hoop gets the three-piece and they have no success. But we talk about the novelty, trying to give LAT credit for how they played this first A capture. Well, how about Optic played their next A capture, all of that presence over towards B, and they just set the trap, wrapping it back in their faces. Shotzzy good for 2. I mean, that is a missile work right there. And this one, I mean, just steal your heart away. A slight mishap there for LAT, and they are instantly punished.
5 more minutes with the possibility of overtime, or we go to another map. Thieves' possession slightly more, ever so slight, only because they've been so willing to maneuver around the map. There's a bit of a scuffle over by the top left-hand side, and Mercules again does not want to give up this position just yet. Thieves are being very, very aware of the defense.
They're actually going to elect to pick up this device.
Okay, go for it.
And wrap this all the way back towards B. So currently number 3, a little out of position. Hydra going to be a little bit slow to the jump. And you're just playing with the idea. It's so tricky now on the defensive end of you're always having to facilitate off spawn and fill in every single lane. And this is almost a different way you could potentially park the bus, but now Optic, all 4 players grouped up together.
Yeah, this is a run. Goal in sight. Here we go. Hook flies high. Hook, what a goal! Couple of kills there. They're going to wipe off the board. Shotzzy, find a corner. Good for 1. For 2. No need. EMP's back up, but 4-1 so far.
And they are cooking. Dash with the MPC. Hook there on the top side lane. LAT, they're near the device, but you cannot afford to pick this up. This is officially a race against the clock. LAT, 2 there in the feed, make it all 3, and Shotzzy, well, he gets taken care of as well. Device picked up by Scrap. They're going towards A.
Make it happen. Dashy. Unbreakable iron. On the A goal. Scrap. EMP now descended. Hydra trying to keep this play alive. The A goal is still yours. Optic quick possession. Trying to get it out of dangerous territory right now by Hydra. The hit and run. Thieves now swarming, closer and closer, 3 minutes to play.
What a unique moment. Still, though, that device, that is the only thing you need to protect. It does get touched, so you get the reset. Now everybody's one shot, and Busy can make it through because Scrap is there for the follow-up. You had to work for it, but LAT have the goal.
You were in jeopardy for so long there. Right back to the middle of the map we go, here on Gridlock. New EMP spawned with 2 minutes and 35. The Thieves are still in this. Possession change. Thieves on the run. Couple of big kills. Which goal do they go for? They're not certain of where the spawns are. They're going to commit to this one. A goal. They found the kills. It's about to be 3-4. 1 by 1. Maintaining presence in the low right-hand side of the map. aBeZy on a 5. A Hellstorm to play with. Middle of the map covered. Scrap! If he wins that, I lay an egg.
Shotzzy bails him out. Trying to slow this down. Nothing is safe. Dealing with the pinches, Neum. Can't get it done. Dashy there for survival. And that is the name of the game here from Optic. And they get shredded. Scrap is going to hit the go button, but Shotzzy here to slow him down again. Trying to be the overseer of the device.
Still no one else there to help out, though. Shotzzy's got to go massive. Another red dot to play with Hydra. The man off the goal now. Slow this play down just a touch. Try to find the kills. Optic We are struggling to get the thieves out of our spawn. Neum.
Oh, hell no.
A moment. Trying to find something very sneaky. Dashi, what a 3. EMP changes hands through the Onsen.
It is so many NPCs on this map. Dashi's got one too. Optic, they're just looking for the pace. They're just trying to be able to breathe on this map, and this is the final moment they can.
Wow.
A minute. They do not need the score. If you get it, it's great. You just want to keep the device in this corner of the map.
You know exactly where they're going to be coming from. You know exactly where they are. aBeZy takes down 1. EMP in a very, very precarious position.
If you're Optic, though, push pace, fly at them, give them nothing to work with, push every single pinch, push every single angle, just go.
Middle of the map. Starting to get towards the last chances here for the Thieves. Dashi finding another.
Staggered.
Right back at it we go. Neum towards the middle of the map. Reset quickly here. Regroup for the Thieves. You still have time. B goal looking good. Optic defenders now oscillating. Hydra eats a big stun. The final line held here for Optic. Shotzzy gets his. And the nades are still flying. 15 seconds. You still have time. aBeZy finds the entry. Finds a second. Can he find number 3? We're going all the way. But from behind, Mercules stuffs the play. And that will be that. To a final map we go. What a defensive masterclass. aBeZy's 3 was not enough. Optic Texas dig as deep as they possibly can, and we will go to a 7th map.
Unbelievably stressful. Dashi having to take a big breath after that one, dealing with the onslaught of LAT. Those carrier kills, Mercules for 5, Shotzzy for 4, and Dashi for 2. That is all the stops. That is all the slowing them down. Got to pull out the NPC to make it happen. We are making adjustments on the main stage here at Major 4. 2 teams getting after it. Deja vu all over again, just like Major 3. We're going all the way to a Game 7.
Gridlock, search, destroy. For the championship, for the Major 4 trophy. For both teams, something very special, something we haven't done this season. 2 wins for the Thieves, and first for Optic. To the desk.
Thank you, gentlemen, and if you're not tired, I don't know who in this venue is. It has been crazy to watch this match, and for the second time, Maven, we are going the distance between Optic and LA Thieves. What makes this battle so tight?
Dude, it's just, I guess the overload and search and destroy game being so good for this Thieves team. What's plagued Optic, you know, you lose 3 search and destroys in a final phase, you lose 2 of them in a final versus LAT. It's going to come down to a search and destroy, but this is just the Titans going at it, and it's good COD. It's fun, man.
Yeah.
Allie, when Hydra doesn't drop 4,000 damage
Right.
in overload, Optic can win.
They can, and we know the way they win, Chris, is through their defense and playing together. I think this is the most we have seen Optic Texas play around each other in a very, very long time. And in this grand final, it seems like they're all on the same page, and you're getting a lot out of Mercules, who had a rough grand final last time. He's looking to put on a show right now.
And I haven't seen you in 4 games. What have you learned since the last time we had you on the desk?
Yeah, well, a couple of things. You know, the Gridlock Overload, we hadn't seen Optic play it. And when we got on that map, the first side, just thunderous through Grandma's, making plays, getting themselves a big lead. It's exactly what they needed. It's a map that Thieves have struggled with, 1 and 2 on it. So we got to the unknown territory for Optic. They clearly have been putting work in on the back end. But one thing I have learned is that they are the better respawn team right now for Optic. Where they're not better is in the S&D, and that's what we're going into for Game 7.
We're going to give our players a little bit of time to get ready for that 7th game, reset their nerves before retaking the stage. Maven, as we revisit this overload, though, who was popping off early and who kind of sealed the deal for Optic because they jumped out to that 3-1 lead?
I think Ants talked about it a lot, but Mercules with the NPC in hand, just the multi-kills have been coming in big volume and big moments, and the carrier kills on top of it. There are a couple chances for Thieves really to get forward with EMP. 1 kill just stalls everything.
The biggest play of the game was the Dashi 3-piece. There was so much pressure. I think it comes in right after this moment. And they were pressuring, they were in top Grandma's. He pops 3 to just stall them out, and then they kind of play defense from there.
You saw BZ catching fire towards the end of this game. We are wondering, when is he going to pop take? Can he do it in search and destroy, or did you get his best modes out of the way if you're Optic and no longer have to worry about the Tiny Terror?
Oh no, you absolutely have to worry about him. That graphic before we went into that overload was kind of putting up Hook and Abe against each other, and where Hook might have, Shotzzy had the edge on the respawn. Abe is fantastic at search and destroy right now. He has been the Reaper throughout this weekend, so no, if anything, it's the complete opposite. You may have not gotten Abe in that overload, but you most certainly should expect to get him in this game, number 7.
Optic takes both hard points, but when it comes to the search and destroy, 6 has been on LA side, both times Maven. Let's take a look here at the highlights from Den.
Listen, it's not as simple as this, but there are times where like Optic gets first blood, Shotzi's in a position, maybe he's like the ISO guy where he needs to make a play and he gets caught and doesn't get a kill. On the other side, when the same scenarios happen, I think Hydra or BZ has gotten that one kill, it's been the difference. It's not all on Shotzi, but like there are situations where he's kind of a free kill and it goes back to a 3v3.
Well, early in this map, you know, it was I think it was the second and third round where Shotzi just gets a little bit too over-aggressive, and then he puts you in that hole. And Clint, you know, you've been around for a while. Same with that. Like, when you have a lead in S&D, you can start to make plays that you wouldn't do in a tie game. So once they get that lead, Hydra starts to get a little bit more aggressive, taking those risks, and it just gets out of hand. So early on, I would like to see Shotzi reel it back a bit, especially in the Game 7 S&D, and then start to let loose maybe once some of the base strats start to work.
Just like the wrists for Thieves were working, the wrists for Optic weren't.
Yeah.
As we close this out, I think we have to highlight Scrap as well. The man dropped, I believe, 1,400 damage in that search and destroy on Den. Do you need to slow Scrap down? Are you worried about Neum? Who are you hyper-focused on going into this final search and destroy if you're Karma, JP, and the Optic coaching staff?
If you're Karma and JP, I think your first and foremost is dealing with the pressure the front line, the SMGs, BZ Hydra are going to give you, but you cannot sneeze at what Scrap has been doing, because I feel like throughout at least this grand final, maybe he's been doing it throughout the entirety of the tournament, Scrap has been the route man for the squad. There's so many times where he's hit a flank or a pinch that has been pulling apart Optic Texas's setups. They need to be watching for him on the back end.
Final reminder, who did you pick to win this Nameless?
Picked Optic.
Maven?
Thieves.
Thieves.
Optic Thieves, chat. Let us know one more time. Who do you got as we send it back to the casters? It's Miles and Chance.
We go to 7. Thank you, team. Last chance. And I can't imagine the pressure being felt right now by the Optic players and their fans. They have had second all year long. They have finally been given the opportunity to really get it done, and we have to go the distance.
Thieves are really in it for the storyline, I feel. How many grand finals have they had, both in Black Ops 6 and Black Ops 7, where we go the distance all the way to a Game 7? They're not interested in 4-0s. They want to put on a show. Now, you're taking a risk playing against Optic to go the distance. But in Search and Destroy, LAT have been perfect all tournament long. This is the final test to get that A+. Optic has not had success, got bullied out on the Sake. The SMGs ran the show and obliterated on the Den, where they looked lost. A different map, the Black Ops 4 Classic. And one day, I mean, anything could happen. We have seen every single possible strat throughout this tournament. It'll be Optic on the first attacking round.
2A we go. Thieves will make first entry
immediate
in towards the side.
And look at where he dies in showers on the top left corner. Those are perfectly placed pre-nades.
Yeah, right over towards B. We now go, but Thieves are reading this like a book. We'll find out who knows how this one ends. No spoilers. Shotzi's got complete control of the top. Shoulders theme. Hook, his second kill of the round.
Beautiful. Intel on number 4. Shotzi free pinch. Doesn't need to go because he died. Hydra cut down, eviscerated. Perfect pre-nades, an instant wrap. And this is deja vu all over again. Just like round number 1 on the Den, it is Optic playing perfectly. You can see how bad Hook wants it. Trying to will his team to victory. 3 in the first round.
A big 3 for the Nuke.
I'll party with Hook all day. Going clubbing after this.
Hydra might know the spots. The Genomates fans still reeling from their loss against Optic earlier today. A-bomb, we're doing it again. Will the nades be as effective for the Thieves? They land, but no good. No joy. Hydra, oh, he's looking to take this himself. Hook on the close corner, should dodge that stun, and here we go. Good for the first. Trades immediate and effective. Back and forth. The white and red. As Mercules stays alive for a second longer, it's still a 2v2.
There's still a minute in this round. And you can see LAT, they had info on Merc. They have not spotted Shotzzy. And with no Shotzzy, you're worried about the pinch. Until they get the intel. Well, now there's two, but by the time you figured out, you're gone. Hydra the 1v2, Hydra in the 1v1, and you catch them. Shotzzy with the elevated centering. Hydra loves to dance on that pillar. Looks for the high ground in that cheeky spot. Shotzzy simply delivers.
Even more impressive in slow motion. The entry damage from Mercules. A brilliant, brilliant closer. 2-0 so far.
Shotzzy is pinched 17,000 times in Black Ops 7 just to make sure you have to be paranoid. If you haven't spotted them, you do not know where to look.
Schrodinger's Shotzzy, ever present. 3-1 split. A-bomb site is still going to be full of Optic players right now. Scrap first man in. Watch out for them, the same nades they saw find success in round 1.
Sun connects on one player towards the middle of the map. And if you have Dashy downrange over towards B and you don't have that presence towards mid, you're a little bit skittish approaching the A site. But Mercules, this is a fearless man. But the problem is now neither team has intel. Dashy actually looking like he might be picking up the pinch from time to time. But this is an unreadable mini-map, but a readable spot for Shotzzy.
No way, Shotzzy goes high. What a smoke. I'm not sure if he's going to stay safe in that position. I saw some shots there, but Mercules, yet again, the man unknown. Intel on 1, intel on 2. Oh, this could be absolutely devastating. Thieves have got no idea what to do. The Shotzzy's about to find another man here as Hook plants the bomb. Or not. Hydra, another dot to deal with. Dashy makes it a 3v1. Hydra alone, swinging. But the clock ticking. That ringing in his ears, can he get this? Dashy in the middle of the map. Makes it 3-0.
Shout out Big Bruce. Heads up gameplay in Search and Destroy. The man with 10,000 hours in this game mode. No highlight reel play from Hydra. Optic are up 3-0.
It's as simple as it could possibly be. Clean and concise communication.
This is a team desperate to get their first win. A year of devastation in the grand finals. They now have a sizable lead.
They're not thinking about that. They've forgotten how to feel, and it is now simply what we're doing this round. 2 through the middle of the map, 2 towards A. Watch out for the opening nades. Thieves have gone for the 2-2 split. The B bomb site, for now, is the target.
A moment for Optic. If they're aggressive, they will win this round. They simply have the numbers, and they are taking the space. 2 players through mid. You lose the first blood, but you imagine the trades should be rolling through. These players are trapped. Shotzzy with the timing. And the reads on point. 3v2 for Optic.
Can't get better than that. But they've cleared this side of the map out. They've ID'd the bodies, no bomb. They know that the B-bomb site is where we're going now, and we are going together. Neum and Hydra. They've got to dig in. They've got to take down a few players before they get towards the site, but they have guessed entirely wrong. Optic will be on their doorstep before they know it. And Shotzzy, the magician, he's lost. Hook's trying to fake the block, the defuse. No need. Shotzzy now. He's on for the ace. On the hunt for Hydra. Hydra! No good in the 1v1. And Dashy is there. With 3 seconds to spare, the defuse is done, and it is 4-0.
10,000 hours in Search and Destroy and 10,000 pistol kills to make sure you can be confident to hunt that man down. You trust him at long range, you trust him at clutch range. Optic, perfect on Gridlock. Every decision, every timing, this is flow state on Gridlock.
It has been a season of disappointing second place finishes. Is this the one? Back to A, nobody home. Thieves are going to cause problems for Dashy. Or is he the problem? No, Hydra, a strong first blood. And Scrap now. Incredible defense, middle of the map, Mercules. Traded. Numbers now for the Thieves. Scrap yet again. To the nuke. One and done. LA Thieves will defuse and find their one.
Dashy played that spot in a previous round. He was isolated. He was having those long-range battles with the player over towards that bomb site. I think LAT probably just said, hey, if he's going to be there by himself, we'll send the extra numbers there and just run it down. Finally on the board. And if you're looking at the scoreboard, you're going to notice Hydra is 9-5. His teammates 4 kills combined. He's got the rally. He's doing what he can for his team. Maybe you want him involved first rather than last.
Hydra. They call his name. He carries the bomb. And Neum, yeah, we'll put it away. M15 at the ready. A perfect line down the map by both of our squads. Scrap the first man to make contact. Pensive on the approach here from the Thieves. They're leaving nothing to fate. They're leaving as much information as they can possibly grab.
Spotted.
Dashy, a first blood. Gets right off the dot. Cook, oh, the trade is there. Man advantage Optic, now to the street. As the damage now dealt here by Neum, he's got some damage and run for it.
Scrap's
lost.
The unknown man.
Lost him. Dashy picks up the tail. Scrap now in the 1v2. The clock goes red. And so does his screen. Optic. Tournament point.
We have only had 5 minutes of gameplay. These rounds have sped by. LAT, not enough time to calculate and figure out what's been going wrong. There's too many issues. Optic, absolutely on point. Every angle covered. Every decision perfect. Black Ops 7, they're looking for their first.
Is this the one? An attacking round. Thieves gamble it through the middle of the map. Dashy.
Oh,
a gift!
Baby.
A gift! It is a work of art. Painted by our 4 players. The bullets, their paint. Their weapons, their brushes. And right now, the LA Thieves, their canvas. What artistry this final map was. Hang it in the Louvre. Optic get theirs. They would do 1. Tears in Major 1 to the Gentlemates. FaZe at Major 2. Thieves at 3. But here in the 4th, our top 4 team claims maybe the grandest trophy of all. And what a feeling for this team. The drought over. Optic Texas are your Major 4 champions.
La Défense Arena, un tonnerre d'applaudissements pour Optic, vos champions. What a tournament from you guys. La Défense Arena, un tonnerre d'applaudissements pour vos champions, Optic Texas. It took a bit of time, but they rallied around you guys in the end. Look, first things first, congratulations on taking this one. Absolute stellar performance, especially given what happened earlier today, from a crushing defeat against LA Thieves into this neck and neck best of 7. You crush it in the end and you take that victory. How did you make it happen? Tell me about the turnover. What was different this time facing them?
I mean, we kind of just like went back and all those maps were very close despite us getting 3-0'd. We knew we were capable pretty much, yeah.
Ils savaient qu'ils en étaient capables, même si c'était 3 cartes, même si ils ont perdu, c'était pas une défaite aussi accablante qu'on en avait l'impression, et ils savaient qu'ils auraient la possibilité de revenir plus tard. Yeah, Shazzy, I feel like you want to give the trophy to your teammates. From back to back to back, top 2. That is the first thing that I told you actually when we had the first interview at the beginning of the tournament. Finally, you take it and you take that victory on Major 4. Yeah, you're sweating right now, but you deserve it, man. You had to work for it. What was different this time around, this tournament, to finally break that second place curse?
We needed it. We lost, 3 times in finals. I wasn't losing it, man. I think the composure that we had in finals was just amazing, and shout out my teammates, man.
Shout out to your team and shout out to all of them. They made it happen in the end. Ils savaient que même s'ils n'arrivaient pas à avoir cette première place, même si c'était top 2 à chaque fois, ils n'ont jamais arrêté de croire, et c'est ça qui les a portés au final. Mercules, you've been thriving off of hate all weekend. That game versus Gentlemates, shushing the crowd, standing up, believing in yourself. Tell me about this round, because you guys are used to having the support of the crowd, and here in Paris, absolutely not the case. How much was that a drive for you guys to, in the end, get it?
I think it was a big factor. You know, we all love proving people wrong, and that's what we did.
Ils aiment beaucoup montrer aux fans qu'ils ont tort, et au final, c'est ce qu'ils ont fait. Donc même s'il y a eu beaucoup de haine ce week-end, clapping in the end. Clapping in the end, and that is what matters, because the crowd has been hating on them, but in the end, you gotta appreciate the champions, and you gotta honor the champions. Hello. What's up? What's up? Actually, I'm asking you.
I'm feeling great. I'm feeling great. I love Paris. It's been an insane weekend. Obviously, a lot of boos from us, but I mean, it was an insane experience. So we appreciate you guys nonetheless. Thank you guys.
A lot of boos, but a lot of claps in the end. So proving people wrong.
A lot of Bruce chants here. I think Paris likes Batman, so appreciate you guys.
You guys are coming back as the 2025 champions. It took you a bit of time to get that first place in the end, but leading into champs, leading into that last tournament of the season, how close do you feel to that championship form that got you the title in 2025?
I mean, we've been improving pretty much every single tournament. Obviously, a couple, mistakes in finals, but I'm super proud of the boys. We dug super deep. I mean, we got tested so many times, it felt like, and we just can't wait to go back home to Texas, bring home another chip to the Green Wall. I mean, this trophy is pretty sick to bring home. So, appreciate you guys. And yeah, we're excited for champs in a couple weeks.
Super excité pour les champs, et surtout de ramener ce magnifique trophée à la maison. Ils en ont rêvé et ils l'ont au final. Let's go Optic, on apprécie. Maintenant, avant de se quitter, il faut qu'on amène un invité spécial sur la scène. Before ending this interview, there's a special guest that we want to welcome on stage. Mesdames et messieurs, accueillez sur scène le CEO de Gentlemates, Go Taga! Gotha, t'es là pour une raison, mais avant ça, regarde cet événement, regarde ce public, regarde cette scène. Je ne veux pas... Le verre optique d'ailleurs, hein, dans les cheveux, on apprécie. Je ne veux pas te laisser partir avant de dire un mot à propos de cet événement qui a été absolument titanesque. We have the gentleman CEO on stage. I want him to share a couple words with the audience, with this crowd that has been vibrant during those past 3 days at La Défense Arena. En français, évidemment.
Je sais pas quoi dire, la team. Je vous ai déjà dit beaucoup de merci, mais clairement, j'en ai pas dit assez par rapport aux rêves que vous venez de réaliser, que ce soit pour Gentlemate, pour Brox et pour moi principalement, les amis. Wow.
This has been a dream for them as much as it's been a dream for you guys here in the arena. So from the bottom of their hearts, thank you for everything. And now it is going to be time to award the Major 4 MVP. Dashi! I'll let you give out the EWC MVP medal. Gotha, je vais te laisser rejoindre le reste de ton équipe.
Un dernier truc, les gars, aujourd'hui on a perdu, mais montrez que vous êtes le meilleur public du monde. Une dernière fois pour vous, pour Dashi et pour Optic.
Dashi avait l'air surpris. You seemed surprised when I announced your name. What's that about?
I didn't think I was able to win MVPs. I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was kind of like maybe a 19-year-old me thing, but I'll take it this late in.
How do you feel?
I feel great. I mean, obviously the most important thing was definitely just the win. I mean, that was the most relieving, just especially after getting 3 seconds in a row. But I mean, this is pretty cool too. I mean, this is like.
It's pretty sick, yeah.
Gonzaga's gonna be the MVP. I mean, that's a memorable moment, man.
Paris, une dernière fois pour vos champions Optic Texas. Un tonnerre d'applaudissements, s'il vous plaît.
Thank you, Lord. Congratulations, Optic Texas, our Major 4 champions here in Paris. And Bruce, if you need help drinking some Krug out of that Stanley Cup, I'm happy to bring a straw. I want to start with you, Nameless, because you called Optic before we got into this grand finals. You had faith in a team that faltered in the winners bracket finals 3-0 to LA Thieves. How did you see this bounce back coming?
Yeah, you just know how strong this team is, and I know that they just needed a little bit more NPC pressure, and we saw that in the Gentlemate series. And to go up against this crowd, against the hometown team, and come out and beat them like that, I just knew they had it in their bones to be able to close out the grand final. And when we got to that grand final, they were tested. They get all the way to the game 7. You just have to salute and tip your cap to the adjustments that they made in Search and Destroy. That gridlock was flawless start to finish.
Maven, which person on this stage were you most worried would fall over when they tried to lift that thing?
They're athletic freaks, dude. What? Esports athletes.
I definitely saw one almost drop
Dude,
one.
bro, that damn smile. Dashi's smile just makes me happy.
I'm
Like,
so
if Dashi's
happy
happy. I said at the beginning of the series, I thought Dashi was the biggest factor. He had to turn it around. He had a poor winners bracket final against this team. He turned up at like a 1.2 in the final. Yeah. I'm just happy for him, man.
Yeah.
Dashi's the man. Listen, his career started slow. He struggled to find wins, and now he is getting in the top ARs of all time category.
Winning.
The man is a beast.
Reminder, eldest player in the league.
Which is insane. Which is insane.
The MVP for our grand
That makes
finals.
me feel old as shit.
We also got to give major props to Hook. This guy was definitely in the conversation all weekend long. Throughout the majority of the bracket, he was trying to hard carry. Didn't have to do that job here in the grand finals. The rest of the team able to step up alongside him. Shotzi with a fantastic finish. Everybody kind of chimed in when you needed them to most.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, throughout the entirety of this weekend, you had moments from Hook, you had moments from Shotzi. It was Dashi really in that grand final, but also Mercules. You know, coming into this grand final, thinking about the one at Major 3, everybody was a little hard on him about his performance despite being the Lisan Al-Gaib of this team for the past couple of months. He made a huge turnaround those last couple of maps, especially in those overloads. enough to allow them to even get to that game number 7. I mean, shout out to Optic. They've worked so hard all season long for this win. Absolutely deserved. And honestly, I think it makes our hearts all happy that Bruce gets the MVP. Not only being the oldest player, but just being the guy that kind of had to take a step back as well on this Optic team and kind of let the other 3 be superstars and shine, proving that he's still got it in him to be the Dashy that we all know.
Now you got me one. I can't wait for Dune 3. That's all I was thinking about that whole time.
I can run through a wall.
Yeah,
right
I mean,
now.
listen, this is, you know, for Optic, like, this is the hardest tournament to win all year, for sure. The most hostile environment that they've been in. And, you know, they're tested in this grand final. Like, the Thieves were playing great. It's 3-2 at one point. We're going into an overload. We're sitting in the green room. You guys have no faith. These guys in that gridlock, though, they hadn't even played a gridlock in a match, let alone on land. These guys come in, they win that map, and then close out 6-1. That is mental fortitude, next level.
It's really funny. Last major, I joked that they should lose to to Koi in the winners final because they couldn't get through winners. I'm like, do it through losers, bro. I should have believed this time because that's what I said was going to be the recipe to win, and now they do it and win.
On top of that, no 5th man. They didn't have any other crowd essentially cheering for them throughout the entirety of this. In fact, every single time that they died, there was a roar in the building. So shout out Optic Texas, also now shutting down any crowd cheese, they didn't need it. In fact, it almost might have hindered them considering they finally got a win without them.
Shout out to security trying to get this guy with the Optic flag off his chair. He is still celebrating, screaming at the stage for his team, and for good reason. Yeah, they've got the MVP in Dashy. Old man Bruce still getting the job done in the most impressive way possible. 1.2 here with 128 kills. He goes plus 21, 16,500 damage, and a 1.25. When it comes to his scuff play of the game, well, it's got to be Bruce's performance throughout here, but really sealing the deal towards the end with the overload, and then, of course, all the surge plays, Am.
Oh, 100%. They were hitting them with pre-nades, left and right. Dashy was popping 3 pieces in the overload. Like, every time you needed a massive impact play, he made it. I mean, go back to the Gentlemate series. When we get to that overload, he popped back-to-back 2 pieces to stop the pushes out of them. He is Mr. Old Reliable now. When there was a point in his career, Clint, where he was, you know, criticized as a player who didn't play the right way. Now, the rest of the ARs in the league should be watching him as teach tape on how to be a good teammate in and out of game.
And let's not get it twisted. You and I talked about this a lot off camera. Like, credit to the coaching staff and the prep, because just Gridlock Surge specifically for the final map, you and I watched the one they had against G2 where they were getting smoked. Dashy was so frustrated, and the first one against Thieves. They look like a totally different team, different setups, different game plan. They clearly put in work, like you said.
I spent an hour breaking down their Gridlock S&D, how much I hated it, and now they've completely revamped it.
Allie, are they crying because they took her flag again?
Is that really why?
One of the many.
Oh, that's really messed up.
Just kidding. That's a happy fan celebrating an Optic win. Let's take a look here at the Optic final bracket one more time. Allie Cal, walk me through how we got to this place, because Optic is in 4 of 4 grand finals this season. This time they got the job done.
Yeah, I mean, you open up the weekend, they got kind of an easy matchup, as you would call it, versus the Boston Breach, and then they go up against Minnesota G2, which has been surging, but Optic Texas have just been handling everybody below them. So that's where the narrative kind of starts, right? As Optics are in winners again. They haven't had that tough of a road. Well, they get absolutely beat up by LA Thieves in that winners finals. They drop down to go against the home team in Paris Gentlemates, who made an insane elimination run. It's been a very long time since we've seen one like that, but they ultimately fall to the surging Optic Texas, who wanted that rematch in that grand finals, who then went on to win the whole thing.
Optics accomplished it all. They now can claim the largest crowd to win in front of in Call of Duty history, and you know how much that trophy means to Hex. He was tweeting about it before the event, and more importantly, the pressure is off now going into champs.
100% the pressure is off, but they need to keep their foot on the gas. These guys,
I think it is.
I think for them, that's the only one that matters for those players. That's how they talk about it. So fans talk about it. Champs is what matters.
Is different from,
you know you can do it. You didn't fold for the 4th time.
Yeah, it's not like desperation. I feel like if they did win this event going into champs and he did receive it, might have almost felt more like desperation.
How are we talking about pressure? There were Optic chants before the tournament even started.
I hear you. That's the one that matters. Champs is the one they got marked on the calendar. That is the one they want to win. That's the one I think they are going to win.
Real?
Every other team is under way more pressure than Optic.
All right.
100%.
One more time for the MVP. He is going to take home the sickest medal we have seen, handed to him by Gotaga, the French monster, the legend. He walks away with one of the nastiest trophies in esports, and of course, the cash that comes with a Major 4 title. Let's take a look at those earnings, because Optic coming into the weekend had already banked $270,000. Another 150 is just deposited into that bank account, Maven.
These guys are already rich. Make the rich richer. They're just stacking cash. I'm so happy for these guys. It's been a stressful year, obviously, but job is not done. As Dan said, they got to stay hungry. The two big ones come when you talk about prize purse. Lots more money on the line.
This is not the last time you will see these two teams, I have a feeling. We are headed to Vegas for the World Championship, and we want you all to join us out there in Vegas. Optic versus Heretics will be your opening round. Gentlemaids will face off against Toronto Koi. Thieves face off against the Falcons, and FaZe goes up against Minnesota G2. A lot of great matches still to come, but as we reflect here on Major 4, I got to get some final thoughts here, starting with you. Nameless, what are you going to take away from this experience in France?
Oh, aura. Gotaga and the Gentlemaids have aura. This event was spectacular. So many fans in here, and the French are absolute class. Staying here throughout the grand final, even where their team was eliminated, and showing support. Look at these guys. They don't want to leave the venue.
This is a live shot.
A special
Yeah,
place.
they're still there. This is happening right now.
The Gentle Suits holding the French flag just like they did in massive source earlier. Maven, they held up so many pieces of poster board. They had Rosalie's face on a gigantic flag. They've had drums, speakers throughout the venue.
I'm just excited for everybody to get home and shower. It is ripe. It is ripe in here.
Yeah.
Rosalie, are you signing any more autographs tonight?
I don't know. We'll see.
I think we're going to have to cut her off. Security is escorting us out of the building on behalf of everyone behind the scenes.
They're ready for you.
Thank you so much for the support throughout the regular season. We will see you for the World Championship in just a few weeks.
And the beat goes on and on and on and on and on. And the beat goes on and on and on and on and on. Made for millennium. G-O-A, keep them. Time we don't need you. We the greatest of all, and time you'll believe it. Greatest don't evolve. Happens in the feeder. See my gritted jaws, wonder who gon' feed us. Hungry to win, hard pressed to beat us. Hundreds and tens, hard fresh Adidas. Thought I knew men, most of them was divas. I'm more than man, I'm a natural born genius. Where my medal is at, I don't pedal back. I'm too smart to meddle where the fellows keep the medal at. They pedal for the stacks. I'm making benefactors, landlords without the pot to call the kettles black. Hello, I know you feeling mellow. You thinking life is gonna be cinematic as these cellos, but that's just the rumble for the build-up like a bellow. If they gon' hear you roar, time to let go.
Teachers of the crap corner, dumbass.
G-O-A, keep them. Time I don't need you. Lifespan forever, ever, Jesus. Said we never, ever beat us. Death will never, ever see us. Backflip out caskets and pieces. Black boots and black suits with creases. With no committee, they give us pennies to tease us. We cause vibrations, give us sedatives to seize us. Render the season with it seasons. This ain't my kingdom, this my teaser. They say I'm cocky, pointing fingers, cause I say my life is mine to live at my leisure. You were just a dreamer. Everything I dream up is something I achieve. You are underachiever. I'm Kakarot, I surpass you, Vegeta. Standing by God, pull your feet up. pedal back. I'm too smart to meddle with the fellows, keep the metal at. They pedal for the stats. I'm making benefactors, landlords without the pot to call the kettles black. Hello, I know you feeling mellow. You thinking life is gonna be cinematic as these cellos, but that's just the rumble for the build up like a bellow. If they gon' hear you roar, time to let go.